Yep, Charlamagne the guy.
Andrew Schulz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots podcast, back for another week of brilliant idiotness. We don't got no pre.
We do.
Give me some pre-cum, man.
I'm gonna give you some pre-cum right now, man. Hey, yo. Felt crazy. I don't even know if we can start the pod like
what
that,
you
man.
mean?
That's insanity, man.
Okay, we already did the pre-cum. That's over. Now give me a pre-roll.
This podcast is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business. Start with Blueprint AI, Squarespace's AI-enhanced designer partner, or choose from a library of professionally designed and award-winning website templates. No matter where you start, your website is flexible to what you need with intuitive drag-and-drop editing, beautiful styling options, unrivaled visual design effects, on-brand AI content, and more ways to list what you offer. No experience required, and get that newly designed site discovered fast with integrated Squarespace SEO tools. Every website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions and auto-generated sitemap and more, so you show up more often on search engines and bring in more of your ideal customers. Head to squarespace.com/idiots to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code IDIOTS. That's squarespace.com/idiots. Now let's start the show.
Hezekiah Walker.
What's good, man?
How was your week, your weekend?
I think I broke my nose this morning, bro.
What? Doing what?
I was playing paddle.
Big break.
Son.
God damn. How the fuck that happened, man?
I don't know.
What, a ball hit you in the face?
No,
a pedal?
no.
A pedal?
A pedal. No, I slipped, and then like the racket is tethered to your arm. And the racket kind of like, I tried to throw the racket away, but it kind of just like stood there, and it just bounced off the ground and smacked me right back in my like head.
Do you think if your nose was smaller, would it have been more a hit?
I've thought about this. It's like, currently it's at capacity, so I don't know where else it can go.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just hope it's not jacked up.
It do look fucked up. Like right here?
Yeah, it looks fucked up, right?
Yes,
is it swollen or what?
I don't know. It just looks fucked up. I don't know if it was fucked up until you said something.
That's the
perception is a motherfucker,
now
yo.
You see it. Now
I saw it at first, but I'm thinking, okay, that could be sunburn or something like that.
Nah.
But damn, does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts a little. I didn't even know I hit my nose. I thought I hit my forehead because that's what hurt immediately afterwards. And then I started looking and I was like, why is there all this red shit? I hit it on, this is why I think I'm worried it's broken. I hit it on this side.
Yeah.
But this side is black and blue.
You got to go to the doctor, bro.
I know.
What the fuck is you? Why are you afraid of the doctor, man?
I'm not. I called him. I'm like, yo, let me come in there.
If your nose is broken, ain't shit you can do anyway. What you gonna do? Walking around in a fucking face mask?
That's the other thing.
There's nothing you can do.
So what do? I just let it be like that?
Let it be like that. You got a broke nose. Tell people you fucking participate in underground fight clubs or some shit.
That'd be fire.
You know what I mean?
Get some street cred.
Get some motherfucking street cred out here. Did you see Michael Jackson's movie?
Not yet, man.
Me neither. But I'm going this weekend.
I saw RZA's. You were going hard.
That is an instant classic for me. That is already in one.
You say it's one of the greatest movies that's ever been made.
To me,
yeah,
it's one of my personal favorite movies that I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. Yeah. Number one, first of all, and you could. This is documented. For years, I have been saying I would like to see Quentin Tarantino do a thriller crime drama based on Raekwon's Purple Tape.
Oh, wow.
So I've always felt that there was some type of synergy, energy between Quentin Tarantino and the Sh00ting clan.
Yeah.
So to see Quentin Tarantino do this movie that RZA produced, directed, wrote, and funded himself.
Yeah.
To see Quentin Tarantino present this and see all the little elements of Quentin Tarantino in the movie that RZA wrote, because RZA's also a fan of Quentin Tarantino, so it's little elements that he put in the movie that, I'll give you an example without giving too much away. Think about Pulp Fiction. You never saw what was in the briefcase. But the guy on the bus that gives Unique the book opens the briefcase and you see what was in the briefcase was the book. Later on in the movie, when Unique opens up the book glows. Remember how in Pulp Fiction he was open the briefcase? So it's like little small elements like that. You like, oh, and you had to get Quentin's blessing.
Of course.
To put that in the movie, but For me personally,
Yeah.
instant classic, bro.
So yeah, I watched it. I liked it, man. I mean, I just think RZA is like amazing. He came on the pod this week, by the way.
I saw.
It was literally one of the most incredible conversations I've ever had with a human being.
He's a mastermind.
I mean that.
Do you
with no
understand
hyperbole.
Do you understand what RZA did with Wu-Tang Clan is virtually impossible?
Impossible.
I'm going to take 9 people, convince them to be in a group. Then I'm going to take those 9 individuals and make them all solo stars and take them to various
Different
record labels.
It's like the Rothschild shit with banking. Like he did it with rap. Like also just him planting the seeds that have grown throughout the music community. There are a lot of people that are like eating fruit off of his tree that don't even know that it's his tree.
There's never been another RZA. You do realize that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know how some people are so great they can be duplicated by somebody?
Yeah.
RZA was so one of a kind. Nobody can even duplicate what he
Like
did.
Kanye's production style comes from RZA.
The sampling, but he didn't
And
do it like
specifically
RZA.
how he sampled.
Yeah.
Speeding things up, pitching things up, and the limitations that they had in producing that made them do that. Like he was talking about the systems they were using, and it kind of forced them to create these certain sounds. Like, oh, it was just crazy.
If RZA hadn't had, there was a flood of
Yeah,
his house or something, and he lost tons and tons of music.
yeah,
If he doesn't lose that next wave of Wu-Tang music,
yeah.
we're having a completely different conversation about RZA all the time.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Like, we're having a conversation about RZA the way we have conversations about Dr. Dre.
Wow.
To me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just how highly I look at RZA.
Bro, he said the craziest ODB stories too.
The movie is, but the character Unique, he said he based off ODB's energy. Because that was ODB's alias, a song Unique.
Right.
So he said this character has a lot of ODB.
Energy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he tell you the story about?
When he used a paper towel as a condom?
No. The fuck?
Son.
Oh, ODB?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've heard that one before, but a long time ago.
Son, when he took the car?
I don't remember.
Like the story in the movie, without giving too much away, where like, so ODB's like, he asked for a car because he got to go out and get some shit. Also, the way RZA tells stories is like fantastic, but like none of them had licenses. So they just got all these cars.
New Yorkers, typical New Yorkers.
They're in like this, I think this is Staten Island. They're in this like house, but it's in the woods. It's crazy to think that like a place in New York City got woods, but I guess Staten Island got woods. And there's like a half-mile driveway, so they're like kind of deep. So ODB asked for a car because he got to do some shit. Drives out, crashes that shit. Comes back. Yo, I need another car. Gets another car. Drives out, crashes that shit. Comes back. Yo, I need another car. He's on the BQE. I think I might be converging two stories. On the BQE, right, with another buddy of his. And he's driving, flips the car on the BQE. That's what inspired the scene where the car gets flipped with two in a minute.
Yeah.
It's upside down. He gets out the car, starts walking on the BQE. His buddy's still in the car. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah. And RZA said, he's just like, yo, this guy's just like radical freedom. It's free will personified. Like, what would you do if you were completely free?
There's only I never met ODB, but I feel like there's only 3 people I've ever met like that in my life that have that energy. But I see ODB's energy from afar. DMX,
Yeah.
radical fucking freedom. Radical freedom.
Yeah.
Him and ODB would have absolutely been probably the best of friends.
Yeah.
And you remember Shane Gandy from fucking Buck
Oh,
Wild,
yeah,
man?
yeah.
Shane Gandy, radical freedom.
What is the cost of radical freedom, man?
Short lives.
You name 3 people and no longer with us.
But I think people like that aren't supposed to be here long. I really feel that way. I really feel that type of energy isn't supposed to be here long.
Yeah.
It's actually, man, when you talk about people being from other planets
Yeah.
and really just passing through, that type of spirit probably passes through the different dimensions quite frequently.
Interesting.
And doesn't stay long in any of them. It's too boring. Earth too fucking boring for ODB.
Yeah.
Earth too boring for DMX. Earth too boring for a Shane Gandy.
Good time, not a long time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on. But hey, I watched it. It was so crazy. I salute to my guy Alex Avant. And Avon has never steered me wrong, by the way. That's Clarence Avon's son. Rest in peace, Clarence Avon. He hit me a couple of weeks ago and was like, yo, RZA and I want you to see this movie. And they wanted me to come out somewhere, but I couldn't make it. So they ended up sending me a screening, and I didn't watch it. But you know how somebody is on you? Like texting you like, yo.
Because they could tell if you watched.
Yes. Have you watched the movie yet? Like, yo, you should watch the movie. And I'm like, all right, I'm on the plane yesterday. And I was like, yo, let me watch the movie. Which was ironic because when I finally opened it up for my screening, it was expiring at 11:59 that night.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm watching it on the plane screaming, bro. Because I had the headphones on, so I'm yelling like, yo! Because it takes you through there's such a range of emotions.
Yeah.
But that last 30 minutes...
Kind of crazy.
Oh, my God, man. I can't even tell y'all the reasons I love this movie until y'all see it.
Without giving out too much away, what's the basic plot?
A war veteran. A war veteran who goes to prison when he comes home, but what you realize early in the movie, he's actually in prison because he helps people.
Yeah.
Right? Not because he's some type of criminal, because he ended up helping people in a couple of situations. And
there was a guy beating up his wife, and he defended her, and then he fucked up the guy, and so they locked him up.
And then he beat up somebody in jail who was a bully. Right? So he
gets let out. He goes back to, I guess his hometown in Ohio.
Because he has to for probation.
Yeah.
So he has to go back to Ohio, and then it's just like...
There's a racist gang in Ohio.
Don't tell him everything. But
that's this right up in the beginning I guess.
If you see the trailer, you might see that. Yeah, the trailer
it's presented by Quentin
live
Tarantino.
Right, he turned a new page, but he gets...
No, it's Quentin Tarantino presented it. So you can assume there's some white people dropping his favorite.
A lot of good... I will say that's the only thing could have been better. They relied on, they should have Urban Dictionary more racial slurs.
Oh.
N-word, coon, that loses its luster after a while.
There's really only one.
Nah, but then you can be creative is what I'm saying.
But
you know
I don't think idiots are creative.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because it's specific, right?
Like what it takes to be racist.
Yeah.
Does not allow for much creativity.
And I liked it because it wasn't necessarily... It was political without being political.
Yeah, the only thing for me was how realistic is it that there are these people that are openly racist to this level in a town in modern America?
Well, we don't know if it was modern.
That's a good point.
You don't know what time period it takes place.
Yeah, well, are there any cell phones in it or anything like that? That's an interesting
Remember, everybody's on payphones. Even they got the old school sobs. I was even trying to figure out about a video game they was playing. But I'm because on the video game, you see it's Vince Carter playing against Magic Johnson. Oh, I've never seen that game.
And the game is a different type of game, so it could exist in whatever time period. Okay, if
and it was playing with an old school. It looked like an old school Nintendo Power Glove.
But it was a little different.
More recent. I didn't know. You don't know what time frame it is in.
Then I could suspend disbelief for a different time period.
And I asked RZA about that, and RZA said he did that on purpose
because he wanted the movie to be timeless.
Yes, he said it was a cinematic decision because he wanted you to just for example, there are. You see certain civil rights and stuff getting rolled back now, right? And you can hear, you'll talk to somebody like a Jim Clyburn who's been around for a long time, and he'll tell you his concern is exactly that.
Right.
What happened in this movie, his concern is things like that happening. And so it's just you don't know if this movie happened yesterday. You don't know if this is going to be the future.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Michael Jackson's kid is in it.
Yo, Michael wants us to be back in the box office.
Yo.
Michael's spirit clearly wants us to be back in movie theaters, yo. His movie came out last week, broke all type of records. Now Paris Jackson is in a movie this weekend.
Michael is invincible.
Come on, man.
Michael is invincible.
And inevitable. What they don't say in Avengers game, I am inevitable. Michael really snapped and won, bro.
Holy shit.
There ain't no going back. Trying to fucking, get the time stones and recreate time with Michael. I don't give a fuck.
People don't even care about the allegations. They took the allegations out the movie. They edited it.
Well, no, yes, because
they had it in there
because of legal reasons.
The family was like, "Listen, you want us to sign off on this shit? You got to take it out." They take it out.
No, it was another reason. It was something. It was the story they wanted to tell. They signed something with the family back in the day that literally said they can't recreate this in any TV or movie. So with the family of one of the accusers. Yeah, that was it.
I heard differently, but
No,
that's fine.
The story came out. Like it was the family's name. Let me look it up. But they still might show you that in the next movie. Because they say there's gonna be another movie.
Where does it end?
I didn't watch it yet.
They say 88. I haven't seen it either, but they say 88.
That's the victory tour?
Right before. And
Okay.
they literally say at the end of the movie, Michael's story will continue. That's why I don't understand everybody's so mad.
Actually, I think victory was like 84. When I think
Well,
about
into
it.
88, they say.
Okay.
Why weren't allegations?
So here's the question. Do the Michael fans want that part of the story?
Hold on, let me say this part real quick.
Yeah.
Michael did not include child sexual abuse allegations primarily due to a legal settlement clause that barred the depiction of specific accusers coupled with a production decision to end the film's timeline in 1988. Now, to answer your question, I only want them if they tell me one story, the truth. Tell me how he was investigated by the FBI for 17 years and they didn't find anything.
They like his music too.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you think people in the FBI don't like Michael Jackson?
You investigated for 17 years, and you diddling kids, you gonna find some diddling, bro.
Bro.
Michael ain't even in the Epstein files.
Son, he's above it. The Epstein Files was a cover band. You know what I mean? Like, compared to that. Like, how many fucking priests from Boston are in the Epstein Files? Just because you're not in the files doesn't mean that there isn't some bad shit
That's a
happening.
solid point. That's a solid
Right?
point. Here's my thing. I don't think Michael Jackson never touched no kid, bro. I think Michael is a
I
kid.
feel that way too when I listen to his music.
No, I think Michael is a kid who never had a childhood. And you know, let me tell you how fucked up the planet is. And I'm glad we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
The planet is so fucked up that if somebody is out here actually doing good, if somebody is out here actually doing the right thing, we look at it and be like, oh, that's fucked up. That's foul. He got to be doing some foul shit.
We do feel that way. But we feel that way with all success. It's like the second you have success, people are trying to tear you down. That's just like a natural human.
And he had a different level of success.
There's an argument that nobody in history has been as famous.
One person. The guy that Chris doesn't believe in.
He wasn't famous back then.
Damn. Ooh, so he got more famous after the fact.
Nobody knew him back in the day.
One historical reference
Who?
at the time, a Jewish writer by the name of Josephus, mentioned him once. That's the only contemporary record of Jesus Christ.
What you trying to say over there, man? Hey, what you trying to say over
Well,
there,
we
man?
talk about the truth a couple
What you trying to
minutes
say
ago.
over there?
Michael Jackson is the
You
most...
don't think that they was doing propaganda back then too?
You think they erased him?
You don't think they were doing
erased
some
him?
propaganda back then too?
Well, you know,
Would you write about the guy that was calling you out in your shit? Like, does America, when we write our history books, call ourselves out?
well, we know the winners write history,
That's what I'm saying.
and he was a loser in the moment.
Exactly. So why would you write him into it?
It's a fair point.
You know why Michael Jackson is the most famous person that ever lived? Because there's nobody on this planet who doesn't believe in Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris don't even believe in
Hold
big
on.
Christ.
Michael Jackson versus Jordan.
No, it's not even
close,
guys,
Chris.
guys.
Stop.
I think it is close.
Michael Jordan faint he meet Michael Jackson. He probably
But-
did faint.
He probably did.
They probably had to cool him off before they did that
Probably
Jam
did.
video, right? Remember
Yo.
they did the Jam video?
Hey,
When Michael
what-
Jordan was playing against Michael Jackson, one-on-one? Michael
And-
Jordan probably had to take a couple deep breaths before he met Michael.
Bro.
You don't think it's a conversation. Jordan.
Nah.
Think about the sneakers. Forget about just the player.
Chris.
Yeah.
You don't think that the rest of the NBA fucking Olympic team or whatever it is, the dream team, you don't think that they were being stopped in the street in Spain and they were asking them if they were Michael Jordan? Like, they don't know. They're from Spain. They just see a tall black guy. They're like, Michael Jordan, look, it's Michael Jordan. They don't know. Nobody is questioning whether or not they see Michael Jackson.
Nobody ever met Michael Jordan and fainted that we know of, bro.
They faint watching the movie. It's not even him.
Now, I will say this. Michael had people getting robbed for his sneakers, but not because of him, but because the sneakers were so fire.
No, it was because of him.
Nah, the sneakers was fire.
If MJ put out a sneaker, people would be robbing him for that.
If it was fire.
Come on, bro.
If it was fire, bro.
People
Like,
sent their kids to his house after the allegation.
but they stayed.
Like, what are we talking
Because they
about?
understand purity. They knew that this
me ask you a
man
question.
was not guilty of what he was being accused of.
Let me ask you a question.
And let me ask you this.
All right.
If you were really diddling kids, right?
I didn't say he was diddling.
No, I'm saying if you were, and then you got accused of it, would you still have kids at your house after the fact?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Nah.
I mean, Epstein still went to the island after the accusation, after the first one, after he was convicted.
You did?
Yeah, that's when the island popped off. That's it. He didn't have to go to an island before. You know what I mean? Like, again, I'm not saying it happened.
I don't think Michael touched them kids,
Let me ask you a question. Your parents buy you some Jordans.
Yes.
Right? Reluctantly, because they're expensive.
Yeah.
You get robbed for the Jordans.
Yeah.
They buying you more Jordans?
No.
Never again.
Nah, but that's because of danger. They think that your life is in danger. That's my point.
My point is they sent their kids back to the ranch.
Because they knew it was no danger.
How?
Okay, they felt it in their spirit.
You would?
I don't know. I don't know. The way my anxiety is set up, like, you know what I mean? I can think the best, but the way my anxiety is set up will make me always lean into the worst.
Hey, Mike, I believe you.
I don't think Mike.
But my anxiety don't.
Word up. And I also want to say, if you're going to put this in the movie, you have to show me how and it wasn't even a finesse. He learned the business of the music industry and had the resources and the capital to get things done, and he got it done.
He bought those white people.
He bought the white people. He bought the Beatles catalog.
And original whites.
Yes.
He bought like British whites.
After learning from Paul McCartney, after Paul McCartney put him on the game.
Gangster.
About what he should do.
Gangster.
He literally bought the Beatles catalog. It was so valuable that Sony was like, yo, let's create a company, give you half of all Sony's publishing. Like, and he was taking some of that publishing and giving it back to artists. Like, that was a different level of power for one human to have.
Paul McCartney was so humbled by that experience, he married a woman with one leg.
Damn.
Did you know that?
No, man.
He married a one-legged woman.
What he said, I'm gonna take over hip-hop somehow or another. I'm gonna fucking take over hip-hop somehow or another. Find me a one-legged woman so I can take over hip-hop. That's what that was?
Bro, I think she beat him in a divorce, too. She got like hundreds of millions from him in a divorce.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
You think she'd get like 75% or something?
So she had a leg up on him in the divorce? How the fuck did that happen? What the fuck happened, yo?
Bro, he married a woman with one leg.
That's crazy.
And didn't make her sign a prenup. He's probably like, she ain't running anywhere, man.
She ain't going no motherfucking She ain't going no motherfucking where. You can't beat me in no divorce if you can only stand 5 toes down, bro. You gonna need all 10 to fucking take me out if I'm Paul McCartney with hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Are you out your fucking mind? What? Hell no. Listen, show me that in the movie, yo. Show me how much of a businessman Mike was. Mike was gonna buy Marvel at one point. Do you realize that? Mike was going to buy Marvel just so he could play Spider-Man.
We could easily go into Universal and buy. We would own Jaws, E.T., Close Encounters, all the classics from Universal. Own all of that stuff. And that would allow us to do a channel. Part of the Marvel channel can be not only the Marvel characters, but Marvel films like the catalog. We could do anything we want, from restaurants to retail, theme parks.
Dude, he did. Can I say this? Yeah, I can say this.
Yes.
He didn't want to play Spider-Man in the movie. No, I'm being dead serious right now.
Okay.
This is, and I can't say who I heard this from, but he wanted to play Professor X, and he came in and I think auditioned as Professor X, and Janet wanted to play Storm.
Wow.
And then the studio you can't say no when Michael fucking Jackson and Janet want to play characters in a movie.
Wow.
So I think they had to indulge it.
Listen, I'm looking at that. Michael Jackson attempted to purchase Marvel Comics in the 1990s, a move confirmed by Stan Lee. Michael was a huge fan of the comics, and he sought to buy the struggling company primarily to fulfill his ambition of playing Spider-Man in a live-action movie. The deal did not come to fruition, however, and the attempt was shut down. There's actually there's a phone call.
Look to see if he tried to play Professor X.
Michael Jackson wanted to play. Where you got that from?
I can't. I can bleep it, but I can't tell you.
I believe you. That would have been fire. Oh, yeah. During casting for X-Men 2000, Michael Jackson asked Bryan Singer if he could play as Professor X, which made the producer Lauren Scheller Donner respond, "Do you know Xavier is an older white guy?" Oh yeah, Michael Jackson auditioned to be X-Men Professor X. It's Rolling Stone.
And Janet wants to be
Wow.
Storm. It is weird though. He wanted to be the guy who has like a school for gifted kids.
I knew it was. I knew it.
No,
I knew it. They were adults though.
No, the adults are the teachers. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I knew it was going somewhere.
Just saying.
I knew it was going somewhere.
I didn't make this up though.
I knew it was.
This is a
going
true
somewhere.
thing.
Hold on.
What you looking up now?
No, I'm just looking up the Beatles publishing thing because I want. By the way, we had this conversation on here long before fucking this movie. Yeah, in 1985, Michael Jackson purchased the ATV music publishing catalog for.
So they didn't include it in this movie.
$47.5 million.
They didn't include it.
It should have been, right? In 85, they should have had that in there.
It should have.
Acquiring the rights to over 250 Beatles songs, Jackson bought the catalog against the advice of Paul McCartney, who had previously advised him to invest in publishing, leading to a rift in their friendship. The catalog served as a massive financial asset, later merging with Sony to become Sony ATV. You know how much power that is, bro? Put allegations on this guy, man. This guy got too much money.
Why you pointing at me?
No, not you.
You point that way. Fuck.
Put allegations on this guy. He got too much power. We got to slow him the fuck down.
100%.
Y'all, all of that whole Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC. No, Michael Jackson
Was trying to do
He
it.
had it.
He had it.
And then he was using that capital to go buy
Yeah.
fucking Marvel, bro.
Matter of fact, if you are successful and don't have allegations, something's fishy.
You might not be that successful.
Or they might got something on you.
I've been hearing that, man. I don't like that. I don't like that rhetoric.
Don't you dare starve me.
I don't, yo.
Don't you starve me.
I don't like the rhetoric. I don't like that
After what you
rhetoric.
texted me this week, don't you dare starve me. You texted me this exact rhetoric. They got, what they got on your
yeah,
boy?
you're right,
You got caught by an AI image.
You're right,
and he's like, what they got on your boy? You are this rhetoric. What are you talking about? He said, what they got on your boy?
You're right.
We're not going to say who my boy is,
You're
but
right,
it's
you're
an
right,
AI
you're
image.
You're right.
It's an AI image
You're right.
of
I
an
couldn't
incredibly
believe-
famous,
I couldn't
successful
believe it.
person.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, what they got on your boy?
Doing something you would never imagine him doing. And it's so clearly an AI image.
Schulz was like, you sure it's not AI?
And then, Charlotte, what do you say?
I didn't even go back and look. I was like, you know what? You're probably fucking right. I just, as soon as he said it, it just dawned on me like, you know what? That is fucking probably AI. It wasn't even though we need to go back and look at the picture. That's why I don't want to live in this world full of AI shit, man.
I know.
Oh my God.
But that's how they desensitize us to everything, I think.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. You don't believe nothing if you got to question everything.
Exactly. And then when you do see something that is true, you already seen so many things that are fake that you're like, that are insane, that you're like, it is what it is. You just move right on.
That's why the great disconnect is coming. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I feel it. I see it. This weekend I was everywhere. I had to go.
Oh, how was that? The festival?
Black
Man, it
Effect
looks
Podcast
sick.
Festival was incredible. I feel like this was the best year yet. Like we've always, it's always a couple thousand people there, but this was the best year yet.
This felt the most hype from the way you guys posted it.
Exactly.
Like this felt like a real.
The dots connected culturally and corporately.
I also saw like a lot of creators talking about it. Like not people who were there, but like not people who were doing shows, but people who were there watching it.
Yes.
And
100%. I felt the same way. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, fine. The dots connected culturally.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And by the way, the last 4 years have been amazing, but it almost felt like, it feels like we're in this podcast, right? And what I mean by that, we've been doing this for 13, 14 years now.
Crazy.
I guess the best kept secret. But then when it starts to get out, people are like, yo, Charlamagne and Andrew do a podcast. So it felt like that this year. We've been doing this for the last 4 years, same place, same time
Now
in Atlanta.
people know.
But this year it was just like, yo.
Yeah.
And then people just last year was like the first year people just was like randomly pulling up. Like not just, I'm talking about like people who wanted to see the show, but like, like, I guess influencers and celebrities and stuff like that. And this year was the same thing. You know what I mean? Like Cheryl Underwood just popped up for no
So
reason.
Duval in there?
Duval just popped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who else? Clarissa Shields and Papoose just popped up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was a good, who else came? Michael Bivins from New Edition.
Wow.
Just,
Oh, really?
he was in the crowd. He was sitting in the audience.
Just enjoying
He
it.
was just like, yo, I just wanted to see it. He was
People
like,
listen to podcasts.
that's
man.
exactly. He was just like, yo, I keep hearing about Black Effect and podcasts. He was like, I wanted to see and feel what a podcast festival was.
Yeah.
And he was like, I get it. I see it now. I'll tell you one thing though. Advertisers still don't get it, bro.
Just let them.
There was, I'm not even joking. There was about 15 representatives from various companies at the podcast festival. No need to name who they are, but I'm talking about major retail,
Big brands.
big brands.
Yeah.
They literally still don't quite understand the world of podcasting.
What you mean by that?
Meaning that they're like, so there's no music here? Like all of these people are here just to listen to people talk? Yeah. that is the habit podcasts have become. And it was interesting because I went from the podcast festival to Orlando for my daughter's cheerleading competition. Then I had to go to Miami for the Possible conference. And the Possible conference is basically a big conference for advertisers and media. And me and Bob Pittman was on the panel. You know, Bob has a podcast called Math and Magic. So I was a guest on his podcast. And it was the same thing, having that conversation with advertisers. Like stop worrying about brand safety, you know, and just look at these podcasts, see the audience these podcasts are garnering, and put your product in front of these people. Stop thinking you know more than the audience. Don't tell the audience that what they like isn't safe.
I think it's an age thing, man.
Talk to me.
I just think that like eventually the execs retire and then the new younger generation that consumes the content of the generation come in and they start making those decisions. And then the scrappier businesses that are already online, they have to be more competitive. Like Nike don't got to be competitive. It's Nike. You know, Walmart doesn't have to be competitive. It's Walmart. But like the young scrappy businesses, they have to go where the people are. So they hit the internet first. They'll hit the podcast. They'll hit YouTube shows. They'll do all that kind of stuff. But once the like elite execs from these institutions retire and you have a kid who's been working there for 15 years, but he's 35 now or he's 40. He's been listening to podcasts for the last 10 years. He knows that's where it is. He's been going into these meetings and pitching them and never been able to actually like stamp what he believes is the future. I
still think Nike and Walmart and those brands like that, they are established brands that are usually grandfathered in. But I do think, thank you, Tanya, but I do think that they still have to be competitive in the sense that they have to meet people where they are.
Oh, you're right, 100%. I'm just saying like those brands are managed by a guy who's probably in his 60s and he's making like the highest level decisions.
Yeah, he's like, put it on The View.
And it's like, in his mind, that's what works.
Yeah.
And then when you tell him, no, there's this dude Charlamagne, this dude Schulz, and they basically try to get each other to admit that they suck dick for 2 hours every week.
But they got a loyal audience of 4 million people a month that are tuning into their podcast for 13 years.
Because they're not even understanding what else is going on.
Yeah.
Like, again, but I promise you, in the next 5 years, you just see it happen.
Less.
Say again?
Less.
2 years, you see it happen. It's already happening.
It's happening.
Let's be very clear. Like,
it's happening.
Think about all the actors that in this promo run for their movies have come on podcasts.
Yeah.
All the TV stars, all of a sudden, that completely avoided podcasts. Like the people that they might have done traditional radio, but that's where it stopped.
Yeah.
They'll go on The View, they'll do these little like junkets. Now all of them are coming on podcasts to promote their films because they know where the people are.
Yeah, and if you're one of those big brands and you're still just promoting on the traditional platforms, you realize you're not getting the bang for your buck.
Not at all.
You're not getting the bang for your buck. So, and by the way, I think you should do a little bit of it all. I think you should spend a little bit of it on traditional. I think you should spend a little bit of it on digital, spend a little bit of it on podcasts. Like spread it around. Like you gotta meet people where they are. There's audiences everywhere. That's my only point. Like everything is so fragmented, but fragmented nowadays is literally this place over here might have tens of millions and you may have never heard of them. Spend a little bit of money everywhere, man.
You know where we're not far off from?
What?
And like, I don't think the general public is like aware of this shit. They're starting to become a little bit more, but like these like clip farming armies.
Oh yeah.
Like I think we're not far off from big brands going, instead of advertising on places, I'm going to hire a clip farm army to just make generic content that's kind of about the product or the product is kind of included in. Not like a guy with the face of the camera, but like you see a Coca-Cola being drank in a famous movie from back in the day. And what the clip farming armies do is they can trick the algorithm and trick people into thinking something's hotter than it is because they're inescapable. And then once something's inescapable, you assume it's hot. And if it actually is good, then it can rise to the top. And like you saw this happen in music with the bots. Like you take a great artist and then you bot the song and you go from a number 3 hit to a number 1 hit. You can't do it with a trash artist.
Yeah.
But I wonder, like, because the average person on the internet right now that has like a real job and real responsibilities and kids and shit, they're not looking at the content they're seeing being like, oh, this is all clip farm shit to make me think that this is a big thing. When that is the majority of the internet right now.
I think they notice it now, yo.
Maybe they do, but like my mom or my wife or something like that who's just not chronically online. Chronically online people like us see these trends. If you're not chronically online, you just see a person pop up 6 or 7 times on your phone and you're like, ooh, I guess they popping.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that's how it used to be. Now, a lot of it is manufactured.
Are you saying it's like a hard branded thing or a soft branded thing?
It's soft branded. Like,
so you don't really feel it that
you don't even, it doesn't even come from like this is something I saw that was crazy. When HBO was promoting their newest Game of Thrones thing, they just had editors make Game of Thrones edits from past shit. Game of Thrones that was out 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. And it just galvanized the interest. They took these like iconic scenes and you go, ooh, I love this world.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, there's a new Game of Thrones world I could be in? That sounds good. That is, you could argue, more effective. Seeing 4 or 5 of those is more effective than having the new lead character in the show go, hey, come watch my show.
Yo, Schulz, what you're saying is so true because I was thinking about this with music, right? If you're an artist who has catalog, if you start feeding me little pieces of nostalgia, it just makes me want to experience whatever it is you're giving me. So now I'm like, I do want a new Jay-Z album. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I think, like, that's what Drake should be doing even with Iceman, right? Like, don't get, like, the hype is there. But, yo, this guy is, if you've been around for more than a decade, the last year or so, when everybody was like, yo, I miss Drake, start feeding them little bits of nostalgia. You'll remember that summer.
But that is going to be happening. That's probably already happening. And, like, we might notice it when it comes up through certain, like, Instagram pages, which are, like, more direct. You go, oh, okay, this page really loves Drake, huge fan for decades, blah, blah, blah. That's direct. Like, you could see the chain. The way where it's really subversive is when the account got nothing to do with it. It could be a made-up account, but it's pumping stuff out. And now you don't see stuff from the people you follow. The algorithm gives you what you see based on your interests, and you can just make it inescapable. And I think you're going to see that with movies. Watch once they start production on like a new fucking, or it already happened with Dune, right? They announced the trailer for Dune. Leading up to the trailer for Dune, you saw all these edits of the past 2 Dune movies and how sick they were, and these awesome scenes, and you start going, oh shit, Dune was fire. Then they drop the trailer for Dune 3, and you're like, I gotta see it.
Shit, Marvel's putting out Endgame again. They're re-releasing Endgame with new scenes.
I promise you, before that comes out, you will see the internet populated, if they're smart, by tons of great fucking Avengers clips.
They're doing that now.
Exactly. And here's the crazy thing. You could, what's called AstroTurf it, so you could get the clip farmers to do it, and then once people see that there's views in it, they'll organically do it for free. Other people. Because they'll be like, oh, this is trending right now. Yeah. Let me get this out.
Listen, it is a very, very interesting time. Another conversation we had at Possible, they were asking me, what do I think an influencer is? And I said an influencer is somebody who's not giving me performative, influencing. Meaning like,
genuinely cares about the thing that they're doing.
Genuinely care about the thing that they're talking about. It don't matter if you have 5 million followers. If I know, hi guys, this right here is Poland Spring. Like if you're doing that, that's not gonna sell me. But it might be a guy that got 3,000 followers who's actually on there fucking up some Poland Spring. I mean, drinking that shit, deep throating the motherfucking bottle, hitting that shit with the basket weave. I'm like, I need to try some of that motherfucking water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or call this guy for head. One of the two. Either way, what he's promoting has got me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, an influencer is somebody who actually cares about what it is they're talking about. RZA, nobody asked me to promote that movie.
You love it.
They sent it to me. They kept asking me to watch it. I watched it. I loved it. I wanted to share that with people. Mm-hmm. I wanted people to feel what I felt. I don't want to be alone in my feelings. Not when it comes to art.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I don't give a fuck about. I don't need you to like something for me to like it. But this was so good, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's like when you got a good book, or you see a good TV show, or you experience good food. I want you to experience this too.
When I was at CinemaCon for Street Fighter, we did an event where I think they basically brought a bunch of people who were not only just like, not movie critics, but like movie internet connoisseurs or people that really loved either the game or whatever. But like, I guess you could call them influencers, but like, that's what they were passionate about. And they brought them all into this room. We set up some stuff and we talked about the movie a little bit. And then they got to like ask questions, take pictures, etc. But like, that's a perfect example of what you're talking about.
Yes.
It's like, instead of holding the event for all the executives at some company, they held an event for the people that are actually going to be the ones talking about the film.
That's right. That's right. Bro, that's even the move with books. Like, you know, on social media, you got all of these different people on TikTok who they actually have a thing called book talk, or you have like, you know, book influencers. Just send them your product. Send them the book. They want to read. They're book connoisseurs. If they like it, they will talk about it.
Also, they're so at this stage of the internet, like they're not always included in these events. The View is going to get a copy of everybody's book. It's almost like run of the mill right now. It's like that's the traditional thing you do. You want to go on The View or like
That's right.
the morning show or whatever the fuck it is.
Used to be Oprah.
Oprah, like whatever it is, it's like you're doing it. So these people that are trying to make a career for themselves online and curating content to be included in a massive event, you know what that probably means to them?
Hell yeah. You said used to be Oprah. Oprah shit's still booming.
Of course.
Oprah's book club was just part of that big ass Amazon deal she did.
Well, because I think she realized the value in it and went back to it. But I think that's also why publishing companies are struggling a lot right now in terms of marketing.
That's right.
The book is because it used to be there are 5 TV shows and Oprah's at the top of the list and, you know, it goes down. And if you hit those, you're going to have hopefully a bestseller and you cultivate those relationships. Now there are 10,000 people out there. None of one by themselves has the concentrated power.
But they each have
a following and they're emerging every day and they're changing and there might be different people for different genres. And how does a publicity department with 2 people in it really stay on the pulse of that? It's a real challenge.
And also, I'm only going to trust you with books if you're an avid reader. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason I wanted to have a book in print because people they know I'm an avid reader and I recommend.
Feels authentic.
Yeah, I recommend a lot of books. And the books that I even partner with are books that mean something to me that I think are going to, you know, bring something to the ecosystem. Arsenio Hall, a guy who I've always told y'all is one of my entertainment inspirations, would love to do his memoir, right? Like my Don Staley, the head coach of the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, who has transformed this beloved program that my wife went to school here. She was a student athlete at the school as a cheerleader. Like, yes, I would love to do her story, right? The Just Hilarious is out right now. That's my co-host on Breakfast Club, but she has a great story about co-parenting with her husband. That's something that could actually help people who are in these co-parenting situations. So when I talk about these books, I can talk about these books with passion. You know what I mean? I can feel comfortable out there standing by these books. People feel that. People feel that. And that brings me to a larger point. You influencers out there, if your opinion can be bought, good or bad, if somebody can pay you to say something, or if somebody can pay you to not say something, you're a hoe. You're a hoe. And literally, your word ultimately will not have the value that it once had. These people are tuned into you and you've gained this audience because they trust you.
Yeah.
But when they realize like, oh man, this person just gets paid to promote that, they trust you less. When they realize that you might be getting paid to be quiet about some things,
they trust you
less. They definitely trust you less. You know who you pay to be quiet? Horse. Your side chick. That's who you pay to be quiet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Nobody can't pay me to be quiet.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna pay me to be quiet about something?
You can fuck girls for free.
You see what I'm saying?
But they're going to talk about it.
They're going to talk about it. So I got to pay you to be quiet now.
Yeah.
If they can pay you for your opinion or pay you not to have an opinion, you're a whore.
Yeah.
And eventually the audience will lose trust in you.
Yeah.
All you got is your word.
Yeah.
Can't nobody pay me to do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm standing by something, I'm standing by it because I truly believe it.
Right.
If I'm talking about something, I'm talking about it because I actually like it.
Yeah.
Or I used it and I think it can benefit people.
So people could pay you to talk about the shit you like.
No.
Well,
you know what I think they should do? I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. They do that.
Reward people. Like for example, if I like say a book came out and there was just somebody that was one of the book talks or whatever, and they were just like really, really promoting this project. I'm gonna reward them in some way. I might invite them to a meet and greet, or you know what I'm saying?
I meant more like the book imprint is gonna make money off of these books you put out.
Yes.
But that doesn't change the fact that you love these books.
No, not at all.
And you wouldn't put a book on your imprint that you didn't love just because you would make money.
Absolutely.
My point is like just making money off of a thing doesn't mean that you don't believe in it.
Oh, no. I think that's two different things. I get what you're saying.
And you should be able to make money off of things you believe in.
Absolutely.
If you're passionate about it. And
100%.
other people are able to make money for
100%,
sure.
100%. You wouldn't establish whatever it is you're establishing if you didn't believe in it.
Right.
I think so. I don't think you should do things just to try to make money.
Yes, agreed.
You know what I mean? I'm just speaking of these influencers who are getting paid. You see that in politics. Like all of that shit is crashing and burning.
Mm-hmm.
You see that in the music industry. All that shit is crashing and burning. Because people know, like, bro, you just get paid to tell us to vote for this person. You get paid to tell us to buy this artist.
You either get paid or it's like, this is where the tricky thing is. There are people who are ideologues, right? There are people who truly believe their shit, right? So, but, it's like those, what was that blog? I forget what the blog was. It was some like feminist blog back in the day. And it's like, it felt like the ethos of the blog was just, hey, men suck. Go out there and find it. And then, because that's what they were selling. Now, they might believe that men suck and men need retribution for their actions, but at the same time, that was the product. So now you're looking for it, even if it's not there. And now you start to like fall under the definition of grift, I think. Even though you do believe it, but if you're looking for it more than it's actually there, because you can monetize that anger, that disgust, that frustration, and you're not willing to pivot when you actually don't think that it's right. Yeah. That to me is...
You're absolutely right. And
inauthentic, yeah.
And that's the word I was looking for. Because what people are going to gravitate towards to now, what they've always gravitated towards, but they're going to continue to gravitate towards to it, is authenticity.
Yeah. Always.
And as soon as they smell like you're not authentic, they're like, You know what I mean? I would rather you not like the direction I'm going in anymore. But as long as I'm still being authentic. Like, for example, me, when I talk about mental health, I started talking about mental health because I've actually gone through therapy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And people like, I don't like that, Charlamagne. Cool. Yeah. But that's me. That's who I am. Yeah. So whoever I lose during that time frame, they weren't supposed to go on this particular journey with me.
It's like me with paddle. Paddle.
It's paddle?
It's paddle.
Why do
Americans
you like getting
try
paddled?
to be fancy with it. They don't understand how the Spanish words are actually pronounced.
Well, why you like getting paddled? When did you get so kinky?
I've always been kinky. You know that.
Okay.
But I just love paddle, and it's great.
And people think you're getting paid to do paddle. But
no,
I'm sure.
No, they think I'm talking about pickleball. They don't even know what the fucking sport is. They're like, what the hell is this fucking thing? But I don't care because I'm obsessed with it, and I'm playing it 3-4 times a week, and it's this thing that gives me so much joy.
And if you get endorsement deals from it,
oh fuck yeah,
you're already pro, right?
Yo, I am pro technically. Yeah. Shout out Neurogum. I'm pro. Shout out Neurogum. You guys are the best. But that was their pitch for me. They're like, hey, we can make you a professional paddle athlete, and I go, yes. And they're like, we can pay you, and I go, oh, also yes.
See what I'm saying? But you're getting paid to do something you love to do.
You want to find people. Like if I was a brand, I'm looking for the people who actually believe in it. Not the people who are willing to do it for the check. Yeah. Because you don't even need to tell them to do much.
But those are the things you should get paid for. Like I don't. People be like, you making so much money off mental health. How the fuck do you make money off mental health?
Well, there's a whole industry where
I'm sure there is, but I'm not in it.
The pharmaceutical companies make a lot of money off of it.
I'm definitely not selling Xannies.
Therapists make a good amount of money.
But they're supposed to.
But also, that's the thing with the therapist is like, I don't know if you could pay me enough to just sit there and listen to people tell you how they want to kill themselves all day. Like
it's a gift.
They deserve to get something.
It's a gift. But you're a doctor. There are doctors, so it's a gift.
Yeah. No, I am very supportive of them having a good life and making money. I think that they save people's lives, so I'm okay with that. Should we go, hey, they shouldn't make any money, you're just trying to help people? It's like, okay, I guess, but
nah, I don't.
Then they'll get another job, and those people won't get helped. Like
I agree, those people like that should be rewarded the most. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like teachers and
Oh, hell yeah.
Like doctors are supposed to make money. Like teachers should be making 7-figure salaries if you ask me. High 6 figures if you ask me. I
don't
gotta
know.
deal with your little punk ass kids all motherfucking
Bro,
day.
it is the trickiest thing because there's not a person on the planet that doesn't think that teachers should get paid more, but somehow they don't. So it's like,
You know what I mean?
like what's off here, right? If you ask any person in the street, like, hey, do you think teachers should make more money? The answer probably unanimously would be like, yeah, it'd be nice if they made a little more money.
The problem is it's always tied into property taxes, right? And nobody wants to pay more property tax than they already are.
Tied into something else.
Well, that's the new conversation.
I'm just saying, to me, it seems like a no-brainer because there's unanimous support, right? Like, I've yet to meet an American, at least, that you go, hey, do you think teachers could make a little more money? They went, fuck no, they get the summer off.
Yo, it's wild that we don't take care of teachers more, bro.
Hey.
Think about how crazy this is that you take your child someplace and drop them off with this person for hours at a time during the day.
Yeah.
And-
And most of them don't fuck them. And I think that there should be some sort of, like, reward.
Man, I'm
Like,
not rewarding you for what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to fuck no kids.
well, maybe we need to.
All right, they mark this. Did somebody mark?
No, not need to have sex with them. Maybe we need to pay him more. Maybe we need to reward him for not doing it. So then those teachers go, oh shit, all the other teachers that don't fuck the kids are getting bonuses? Maybe I should not do that.
I think you should reward teachers because they're teachers. They're educating our kids every day. You know what I'm saying? They're taking care of our kids' well-being every day. These teachers are responsible for our kids' mental, emotional, even physical well-being every single day. Y'all think of this teacher we had in 4th grade, man. I will never forget this.
What you mean by physical well-being?
Because there's some teachers that could be fucking you up. To my point that I'm about to make, this teacher, I want to say her name. I don't know if she's dead. She probably got to be dead by now because this was when I was in 4th grade. This woman used to fuck us up at Whitesfield Elementary School in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. And anybody who had this 4th grade teacher, if I say her name, I know y'all know who I'm talking about. This woman used to be like literally dragging kids across the classroom, hitting on them. And I'm like, yo, what the in our mind, that was normal back then. She wasn't supposed to be doing that shit.
She wasn't.
No.
But she did.
She did. That motherfucker shouldn't be a teacher.
But, yeah, I agree with you.
And by the way, it didn't matter what she was being paid. She was just evil.
You know what? When teachers were able to beat the students, I don't think they fucked them.
No, this was different. This wasn't no paddling. This wasn't regular paddling. This woman was abusive to us.
I know. I'm just saying, I never heard about these controversies back in the day when you could paddle the kids.
Yeah, I didn't start getting paddled till middle school.
I never got hit in school by a teacher.
Really?
Never
Well,
once.
no, I never got hit by a teacher. Just get hit by the principal.
I never got hit by a principal. Nothing.
I used to get worn the fuck out.
Really?
Oh man, Mr. Barnett, he just died recently. God bless the dead. Mr. Barnes.
Did you have a teacher that you would have let hit?
What you mean, a woman?
No, yeah.
A teacher, not let hit. A teacher that I wanted to hit as a little horny ass young man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Me too. And she taught sex ed.
What? Really?
And I was like, man.
I had a couple, boy.
Oof.
I remember my second grade teacher. You can bleep it, bleep her name, but
Bad.
man,
Wait, second grade? What the?
Listen, you got to think. We're in second grade,
Yeah.
so is the teacher.
Yeah.
Back then, them women didn't have etiquette around the kids, so she'd be sitting at her desk, boy, with her legs open, and you could see the panties. Man,
You just came out of one of them not too long ago.
Bruh.
I saw one at the bar.
really?
We used to go to like the bar in New York on the Upper West Side. There was a bar that we would go that you could go if you're underage. And we were all like seniors. So you're like, what, 17, 18? I don't know how old you are. But I saw one at the bar, man.
Still got it?
No, she had it back then.
I'm saying, but she still got it now at the bar?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see her at the bar recently. I saw her when I was 17.
Okay.
But now we're at the bar and it's like, what's the
Yeah.
vibes? And she didn't get us kicked out the bar.
Yeah.
Like the responsible thing to do as a teacher would be like, yo, you got to get out of here. You guys aren't old
She
enough.
was your
But
teacher in high school or
she was
middle
a teacher
school?
in high school.
Interesting.
She was our teacher currently that year.
Oh, very interesting. Then.
So she's not kicking us out the bar. So it was like,
I mean,
what do you do? I didn't go
New York,
for it.
That's New York, though.
But-
So 17, sadly, is legal in New York.
No way.
Ask Seinfeld.
Why
Remember when Seinfeld was walking around with
didn't
the
he marry
17-year-old?
that girl or something
I
like
don't
that?
think he married her, but he was like 38 with the 17-year-old.
Why didn't Russell Brand move to New York? Oh no, I think it was legal out
So
there or
wild,
something
boy.
like that. That motherfucker is.
What was the point of sharing that?
Me?
No, Russell
Or him.
Brand, man.
Oh, he got to be getting. I thought you were upset at me for bringing it up.
No,
he got to be getting ahead of something, right?
I mean, not really, because he said in the UK it's legal. So
He's holding on to that Bible for dear life, bro. Did you see Piers Morgan ask him what verse, and he was just sifting through the pages for 2 minutes straight, not knowing? Even Trump was like, I like all of them. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what I'm
if you're gonna
saying?
lie about the
Word
Bible,
bone.
if you're gonna lie on the Bible while you're holding it, like at least be prepared.
I don't know.
And he could have just read any verse, man. Just read any verse is better than sifting through the pages.
You know what
man.
I think? I think somebody told Russell Brand they got a role for him, but he got to go out here and clean up his image. And if he can clean up his image, he'll get the role. That's what I think this was, because there was no need for this shit, bro. And here's the thing, man.
I think he's taking advantage of the most forgiving people.
Who's the most forgiving people? Christians?
Yeah.
Are they?
I think
Are they?
I think historically, yeah.
Not
like,
when it comes to shit like this.
I mean,
Because Christians don't run Hollywood. What the fuck?
well, I don't know if I think he knows he's out of Hollywood. I don't think there's a chance for Hollywood.
So
But
what was the point?
I think he likes attention. He likes to be a person who makes money, and he has a lifestyle that he wants to upkeep. And
And I don't even understand the conversation, bro. Like if you're how old he said he was? He said he was 30 when he had sex with a
16-year-old.
16-year-old. Like for me, it's like that makes you look even stranger, because it's not about the law in that situation. It's like, how are you 30 attracted to? What do you see in a 16-year-old that would make you want to have sex with her? You can't use the law as that type of an excuse. My daughter's 17, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like I know what a 16, 17-year-old girl
They're
looks
kids.
like. They're kids. Like, there's nothing about me as a grown man that's like, oh yeah, I want to sleep with her. So it's just like, what are you doing, Russell? Is this it right here? This the quote?
No, this is him sifting through it.
Such a good actor too, man. Get him to the Greek is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I watched that shit too.
He was really talented.
I watched that shit 2 weeks ago, man.
Yes, if you want to.
Thank you. Was that the one you took into court?
You're the very one.
Okay. What was your thinking of taking it into court? And what you were seeing, looking at some passages, what were the relevant passages for you?
All right. Thank you for asking me.
Thank you. That didn't hurt, did it?
A little bit. It was this from RZA. You're right, Bear did say, be chilled. Sometimes I lose the chill, man. It's pretty... It's this.
Still a great actor.
I mean, it is a lot to choose from in there.
In the old gallery, but remember you just said it's a hired spot. This is from Isaiah.
Gotta go for a proverb, bro.
Excuse me.
He has no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Yo, shout out Pierce though for just letting him sit in it.
Yeah, that's good. That's some good interviewing right there.
They do
Let
a
him
split
stew in
screen
that.
in a second. The split screen's so good.
He really does look like that pigeon lady from Home Alone 2, man.
Bro, that's me looking at any menu in a restaurant. I'm so indecisive trying to figure out what the fuck I want, bro. Only
Look at Pierce. Pierce is like, you stay on him.
Russell looked like he wanted to look up and say, what's good here?
The verse that I was looking at that day was not this. I can't actually find the verse that I had that day. But this is good enough. This is from Isaiah 12.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I never watched that whole thing. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was, bro.
Really?
Because it seems honest. I couldn't find the verse that I was looking at that day.
Right. But that was the Bible he brought to court. So you'd think he would have it
Have it marked or something like that?
Raleigh.
All right, man. I'm still tripping off the verse 16 that he put out there. Okay, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that was wild.
Which one?
Chapter 16. You know what I'm saying? Like verses, that was wild.
It's just, you feel like, you know when someone goes to jail and then becomes religious for the food?
Yeah.
Like, don't you feel like a little bit like, all right, did you really find God? Or were there circumstances where this was advantageous for you? And that's what this is like reeking of a little bit.
What is he fighting though? What's the demon? Like, what is going on here?
Man, women keep getting older.
Shut the
You know what I mean? He's like, Lord, help me. These women keep getting older as I get older. What's going on here? Lord, help me, Lord.
Let's pay some bills,
No,
man.
he had to start reading a book where a woman becomes a woman at 13. He's like, I'm in the Old Testament, bro.
Man, imagine looking for
the new.
Imagine looking for a scripture to try to justify your sin, man. You know what I'm saying?
Say, yo, God said at 13. what you want me to do? I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
Oh my God, man. Let's pay some bills, man.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. Make smarter business decisions with Squarespace's intuitive built-in analytics tools, review website traffic, learn where to focus engagement, and track revenue from bookings, invoices, or product sales, all from one place. If you're looking to grow your business, now you can get fast, easy financing through Squarespace Capital. The application process just takes a few minutes, and approval happens in a matter of days. If you're approved, funds will be deposited in your bank account in 3 to 4 business days so you can grow quickly. Avoid the hassle of the traditional loan process and easily access financing through Squarespace Capital. Loans are issued by Sh00ting Bank and serviced by Stripe. All loans are subject to credit approval. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, go to use our offer code IDIOTS to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now let's get back to the show.
Let's get back to the show. Church announcements, Hezekiah Walker.
Yo, this week, first of all, Tampa, thank you guys so much for the shows last weekend. Tampa's a fucking amazing city. This weekend, I'll be in Denver. We just added another show. We added a 5th show Sunday, and I think that's sold out already. So we added a 6th one Sunday as well. So go grab those. And then May 8th, I'll be in Los Angeles at the Greek Theater with Jelly Roll, a bunch of other great comics for the Netflix as a Joke Fest. Then Salt Lake City is sold out, but I think we're going to be adding shows. So, look at my Instagram story. I'll announce right there. We got Virginia Beach, June 5th and 6th. Then we got Halifax, Nova Scotia, August 8th. And on my Instagram, I'll be announcing some more stuff that we're going to be adding, man. So thank you very much.
My church announcements, man. Just Hilarious book is available everywhere you buy books now. Tell Deaf Do We Parent if you are a parent who is co-parenting, with your baby mother, baby father. This is a good book for you because Jess explores her relationship with her baby father, Rome, and just takes you on the journey of how they, got to the point where they became healthy co-parents. And it's dope because they started off as young parents as well. You know what I mean? So This is the same guy she's with.
No,
she's married now to a brother named Chris.
Got it.
But Rome is her first baby father.
And they still are co-parenting.
They're still healthy co-parenting.
That's great.
Their oldest son, Ash, I think Ash is 14 now, maybe 15.
Got it. Great.
13, 14, 15, one of the three. I can't remember. But yes, Just Hilarious book is available everywhere you buy books now. Arsenio Hall's book is still out there, man. People love Arsenio Hall's book, bro. I mean, and what I like about it,
how could they not?
Watching other comics pay homage to Arsenio Hall. You know what I mean? Like watching the videos that they're doing. Godfrey did a real dope video. Dean Edwards did a real dope video, man. So salute to y'all. But both of those books are available everywhere you buy books now. And we have a big announcement coming soon, man, with Breakfast Club and Netflix. Can't wait to talk about that. Probably next week. Probably next week.
Can you give us a little teaser?
Just stay tuned, man. Just stay tuned.
Okay.
What did you think about? I don't even want to talk about that. Do you give a fuck about that? I don't even want to talk about that.
Which one?
The first one.
I could care less.
I could care less.
I don't care. I'm married.
I do want to. Oh, you know what I do want to talk about in regards to that situation? Paul Pierce's comments. Did you hear Paul Pierce's comments?
What did Paul say?
Let me pull up Paul Pierce's comments. The reason I want to pull up Paul Pierce's comments because earlier this week,
can we set the context of what the convo is?
Yes, this is what Paul Pierce said.
NBA players or even people in the limelight, like movie stars or football players. A lot of these hoes is seasonal hoes. And I ain't saying that's Megan, but a lot of these chicks be seasonal. It be cats that be talking to chicks during the season. Then after the season, won't talk to them all summer. They go live where they live. And then when the season start back up, they back in rotation. It could have just been seasonal for her.
So they're buying houses together and
I
introducing
can
to
do all that. I'm
families.
cracking. I can buy this house, sell it. I'm still living the dream. Like, he's still living the dream.
Yeah, that's
Come
so
on.
hurtful.
No, but it's not me saying this. This is not me. I'm telling you.
Who else is saying it?
Like, I'm telling you the reality.
Women need male homeboys. Women need male homeboys for conversations just like that.
Talk to me.
Because those are the type of conversations I have with my homegirls, especially my homegirls who are in the industry, you know what I'm saying, who might be dealing with dudes in the industry. Like, I either do one or two things. I either give them those type of warnings, or I say, man, don't leave me out of it. You know what I mean? Like when they be like, yo, what's up with, such and such. People. I got homegirls that are asking me about other guys that are in the industry. I don't want nothing to do with that. The reason I don't want nothing to do with that, because if that person breaks your heart,
it's not on me.
It ain't on me. You know what I'm saying? If that's something that you're looking to pursue, you pursue that on your own. And if it grows into something, great. You know what I mean?
God
But
bless.
if y'all just have a little fun with each other and y'all fucking keep it moving, that's cool too. I don't want no parts of it. But that is why women need male homeboys to have those kinds of conversations with him. And you gotta listen to Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce lived it. He was an NBA motherfucking player. You know what I mean? One of the best to ever do it. So if he's telling you how NBA players move, why wouldn't you listen? It's really.
Why are people giving Paul shit for this?
No. I just was looking at it because when we got on the air Monday, I just couldn't believe that this was such a topic of conversation, and I was just like, yo, this is why women need male homeboys, because I would have warned one of my homegirls about dating an NBA player.
But they gotta know.
Especially if you're already in the industry and have dated athletes before,
Yeah,
you should
gotta know.
absolutely know.
The
how they could.
assumption should be, like, the assumption should be, this is the thing I don't get sometimes about women. It's like, they'll say things like, all guys cheat, right? All guys, not even NBA, like all guys.
Yeah.
And then you start dating the most cheatable guy, which is professional athlete, on the road, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Out there, girls DMing them constantly, and then they cheat, and people are like, I can't believe they cheated. And it's just like, but you believed it before.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. And the craziest thing about this, if you watch what she put on her Instagram, clearly they had a conversation. And the conversation was, I can't be monogamous, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be monogamous. Now, people can say, well, he should have said that from the start. Sometimes, man, you and a person having some fun together, and then things start to get a little heavy, and you got to dip it in the bud like,
Let's chill.
And when they was like, what? He bought a house. Number one,
They buy a house.
Number one, I don't think that's true. I don't think he bought her a house.
Even if it was.
I think he bought a house. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. But my thing is this. What is that to a guy that's made $400 million?
Exactly. What's a house? Like,
what is that?
To them, it's nothing.
It is nothing for him to spend a couple of dollars on another property. Even buying a car is nothing for him.
That's a regular guy taking you on vacation. Him buying a house is a regular guy taking you on vacation. And if a guy takes you on vacation, that don't mean he's going to be faithful.
In vacation where? Everybody acts their wage, guys. Okay? Everybody acts their wage. I've seen some wild things in my day. You're dealing with a Dominican and you get her a Michael Kors bag and a limo. She love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God,
that's my boo.
But for me, that's nothing. Not me.
He got a whole other family in DR.
You see what I'm saying?
He got a whole other family in DR.
You see what I'm saying?
And she don't need Michael Kors bag.
You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm
Fresh pair
saying.
of chunkless.
Women need male homeboys. And I'm going to tell you something else. To even take it out of women. So y'all can't twist this as misogynistic. I got homeboys in the industry. I can tell y'all about, I'm not going to do it, but I can tell y'all about a situation in particular. I'm not going to name the names. I got a homeboy, younger, dealing with an industry woman that was older. Like older, like in her 40s, you know, at the time. Yo, what you think? My brother, have some fun.
Just have some fun.
That's all she doing.
That's it.
I'm telling you right now, don't get your nose open over her, okay? Because she's here for a good time, not a long time.
She's
all
old.
right?
She's old.
Don't get your nose all open over her. I'm telling you. All right? Look at her history. Look at what she just got out of. This is just gonna be. You're here for some fun, and she's here for some fun.
That's okay too.
And that's okay. And guess what happened? Exactly what I said was gonna happen. Okay.
I think we just gotta have different standards. Like if you care about monogamy, you shouldn't be dating an athlete. Simple as that. And then if you go into it going, this guy's not going to be faithful, and then he is, imagine how good you feel.
And then a younger athlete, this guy got too much testosterone.
Is Clay younger than Meg?
No, I'm saying he's older than Meg, but he's still a younger athlete. He's not even 40 yet.
Yeah.
He still got so much testosterone.
Honestly, a retired athlete might be more dangerous.
Damn.
Because they have all the energy, they don't know what to do
They
with.
got all the energy.
Damn.
And they're not getting the same praise they used to get. So now they're like, I need my praise.
Damn. Even if it's in private workouts.
Shaq is out there DJing to replicate Game 7. You know what I mean? He literally said that. He's like, it's the closest thing that gets me to Game 7. He's DJing, Shaq. One of the greatest basketball players ever played in history. Is spinning records to replicate Game 7.
God. My God.
So out of all the entertainment jobs, athlete, actor, rapper, what have you, which one is the least likely to be faithful?
The
or
least
monogamous?
is athlete.
Athlete, definitely.
Over actors?
Yeah.
Yeah, because athletes are on the road all the time. There's still some stability with actors. You know what I'm saying?
You could be there. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're going to Doug Christie it. Like, his wife would be on the road with him every single weekend at the hotels.
Yeah.
And I think he was a virgin before they got married. And that's like a fucking unicorn. You know, like, it's... Nah, dude. If you're dating an athlete, forget it. Forget it.
Athletes on the road all the time, city to
But they're
city.
more public than an actor.
Not really. We don't know what athletes do in their off time.
If you date a football player, you getting cheated on, bro.
More than NBA?
Yeah, because people don't even know who he is. He
I
wears
see
a
what you're
helmet
saying.
all day, so he's got all the money, all the anonymity, and he's retarded.
I agree.
So he might even think he's single.
I agree with that to a certain extent. The fact that people don't know who they are is what slows down the amount of vagina they probably get. It's worse than NBA players because they got so many options because you see them, you know their face.
Guys don't need that many options to cheat, my brother.
No, not to cheat, but I'm just saying it's tougher for NBA players. Wilt Chamberlain don't get to those numbers if he's a football player.
100%. You're not going to get to the numbers, but Arnold smashed his nanny. Wow. Or the housekeeper. Wow. So it's not like...
Arnold is a different breed too, though.
What does that mean?
Because he was a level of superstar actor that a lot of people don't get to. That's the Terminator, bro.
That's as high as it goes.
And he was a sex symbol walking around with the fucking briefs on, little meat out, you know what I mean? Diesel is a motherfucker, oiled up. Like, women had him up on their wall. Like, they wanted Arnold, bro.
We need to interview that maid.
You know, the maid.
Because that must have been a fever dream for her. Arnold's on top of her, pumping away with his accent.
Yes.
She could have never imagined that would be her.
And he never had a one-night stand.
And he left it in.
You know Arnold never had a one-night stand, right? He always told him, I'll be back. Dad joke for the win. Dad joke for the fucking win. That's what Jay-Z was talking about when he said you don't act young. You know what I'm saying? You act your age. That was the dad joke for the win.
Nah, he smashed her. He fired her. And she was like, I'll be back.
Damn! She came back with a vengeance. Yo, she came back with a vengeance. Yo, fucking the nanny is crazy. She wasn't even
pretty.
The maid. She wasn't even pretty.
I mean, we haven't seen her. I can't say.
Yes, I thought, no, that's her right there. What do you mean?
Nah, she got some.
Yo, he did that just for the conquest, bro.
With all due respect. With all due respect. This is with all due respect. That's why we got to throw that out there because he got a seed that's running around who's like in movies and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? He's swimming. Look at him.
Yeah, the guy's a bodybuilder.
He's a bodybuilder.
Oh, that's the kid now?
Exactly. So we talking about...
I thought that was a young Arnold. That's crazy.
Well, it is, Charla. It is. It is a young Arnold. It's exactly that.
It is.
It's exactly that.
It is a young Arnold, but I didn't realize. I'm like, oh, shit.
He looks more like Arnold than his other kids.
How old is he now?
I don't know, but he's out there in the world. He's doing great things.
You know what, man? God works in mysterious ways.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? God works in mysterious
ways. God does,
man. That is the vessel that God chose the nanny to be the vessel that gave you a young Arnold, bro.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, his other kid is a successful actor.
White Lotus.
White Lotus, he was jerking off another guy in that.
I blame the son.
Vice
I'm not
versa.
gonna lie.
Oh, the other, he was jerking off his brother. His brother jerked him off in the thing. Great actor. Crazy scene.
Can we talk about that for a second? Not the jerking off with a brother, the Arnold thing, right?
Yes, please. I'd love to.
You're Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Patrick Schwartz.
Patrick Schwartz.
I just call him Schwartz.
That-
I don't
yo, I'd never seen him. Yo, that's a good looking man, yo.
He's a good looking man.
Wow, he's in Hollywood?
He's a Kennedy, right?
Well, Maria Shriver is his mother, so yeah.
Yeah, he got some
How was
Kennedy in
Maria
there.
his mother?
Because that was.
Hold on, whoa. Who's the nanny's kid?
No, Maria is. He likes Marias.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Arnold loving Maria, man.
Who's the nanny's kid? Who's the is that so?
The maid's kid.
The maid's kid. So Patrick is the maid's kid?
No, Patrick's Maria Shriver and Arnold's kid, and
Okay.
then the other kid is named. What's his name?
Okay, so Patrick comes from great stock. Then.
Hold on.
Well,
That's great. I mean, that's a great breed, bro. That's great.
Joseph Baena.
So that's not, so y'all, that's not the guy y'all showed me the bodybuilder. The bodybuilder was Patrick.
No, the guy we just showed you, the guy who looks more white,
Okay.
is with Maria. Though the bodybuilder is with Mrs. Baena.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's do it.
You're Arnold Schwarzenegger. Whatever energy is over you,
Yeah, it's over you.
telling you that you got to talk to this nanny.
Maid.
What if
What if?
John Connor comes from the future? Or just something comes from the future, like in the movie, came from the future and said, you have to breed with this maid right now in order to create this, young bodybuilder. Like what energy took over him that not just made him have sex with this woman, but they conceived a child.
Procreate.
That don't feel like an accident universally.
That kid right there could father the child that saves the human race.
You see what I'm saying?
And what we're sitting here right now shitting all over Arnold for saving humanity. And we won't even know. We might be dead before that happens.
Yo, I'm really thinking about this because it's like,
bro,
you're not supposed to cheat. No, but I'm just trying to figure out what energy came over him to where the universe wanted that to happen, and then that child comes into the world. Because everything happens for a reason, right?
Has Arnold not had an incredibly successful track record? Is a man like that not incredibly disciplined? We're talking about a guy that probably watched every grain of rice that went into his body. Do you think that he is not capable of discipline? Of course he is. It makes way more sense to me that a guy came from the future, came back to him and said, in order to save the human race, I'm gonna need you to knock up that nanny.
See what I'm saying?
And make a literal clone of you.
Look!
A clone of you that he might save the world, or his kid might save the world, or his kid's kid might save the world. And here we are, the peanut gallery, criticizing this man for saving humanity. We apologize.
I don't know if we need to apologize. I'm just saying this is what Brilliant Idiots is for, looking at things from other perspective. Is cheating wrong? Yes.
Is the human race dying wrong? Yes.
But he had a baby with the maid, and the baby is turned out to be another him.
Have a baby by me, baby.
There's something that overcame him.
I agree.
The spirit of that child or something.
I agree.
And was like, I got to come into this world through this vessel. That's the border. That was the border, bro. That was the border.
And you know what Arnold is? An immigrant too.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying,
He
yo?
snuck another one in.
Yo!
He snuck another one
Come
in.
on, yo. A Mex-Australian.
He's Austrian.
He's not Australian?
He's Austrian.
Oh, okay.
Austrian.
Okay. I understand. I understand. I thought he was a Mex-Australian. I never heard of any of that, bro. I never heard of that ever in my life. A Mex-Australian would have been crazy. I did not know that. Correspondent Dinner shootout.
What did Boosie say? The devil works hard.
Devil works hard.
But God works harder.
God works harder.
Oh, man.
What do you think of the Correspondent Dinner getting shot up?
Man.
Well, did it get shot up?
I don't even know.
I don't even know because they announced at first that they killed the guy.
What shocks me the most is how quickly people got over it. That shit was in the conversation for a day. It was on Twitter for like a day, and 2 days later, people were like, yo, Meg and Clay broke up. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
how the fuck does that trend?
Yeah, you're right.
Well, the people involved in it got over it pretty quickly, judging from the video.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, I mean,
We got a little conspiracy going?
I'm just looking at what happened. I'm just watching the video.
You think Erica Kirk did it?
No. But I think normally if you're the president and there's an assassin in the building, they get you out of the building. You don't watch from backstage to see what's going on. And then I think when you have a press conference an hour later.
We are living in bizarro world, right?
Why didn't the Secret Service shoot the guy?
I'm trying to be very aware of that too, to be honest.
Why didn't the Secret Service shoot the guy?
Well, they tried to.
I think they hit him once.
No, it was friendly fire. They hit the other Secret Service.
Yeah, they said they hit another Secret Service.
Oh, I thought they hit him once.
Yeah, I thought he was dead. Remember they announced he was dead.
I mean,
he said he was dead at first. What happens is he comes running in. They shot at him. They missed, but they hit another guy, a Secret Service, across the lobby or whatever it was. Right. The guy trips and falls. So now the speculation is, not that it necessarily matters that much, but he never actually fired his weapon. Because if you remember, I forget who the administration official was like, well, sometimes evidence disappears, which isn't true.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right?
Yeah.
The guy had a shotgun that was going to fire buckshot. It would be sprayed all over the wall.
He had a shotgun?
Yeah. So he was armed. I mean, it's
that
not
motherfucker
like
was fast. Did you see the video when he ran in? That motherfucker was quick. Like
they tried to sign him, the Bengals.
I'm telling you, that shit looked like fucking Quicksilver running in there.
Yeah.
I didn't, I understand everybody questioning everything nowadays, right? Like we just talked about that earlier. We talk about it damn near every podcast. You don't know what's real and what's not real anymore. The reason I don't like everybody rushing to say that this was fake is because it causes you not to have conversations that you should be having.
I like that.
Meaning, if you read his manifesto, right? At some point, you should say to yourself, man, what if this wasn't fake? What if people have gotten to the point where this administration's policies have hurt them so much that they're fed up and they're just willing to risk it all? What if people are so fed up with government, period, that they're willing to risk it all? We saw it with Louise Mangione, right? That's the name?
Well, clearly that is the case.
That's what's his name? What's this guy's name?
Luigi
Mangione. Like we saw it with things like that. So there are some people in this society who have been hurt so bad by government, who have been hurt so bad by this administration's policies that they're willing to risk it all. Not saying it's right.
No, but I also think there's like a mental health thing here too, which is
a big mental health. Whether he was put up to it, whether he did it himself, the guy was clearly mentally ill.
Question,
he was? I don't know. I mean,
look, the question.
Do you think Luigi was mentally ill?
Yeah.
Maybe a little less so, but.
I mean, look, in order to, when you do this, it's essentially a suicide mission, right? Like, so trying to assassinate anybody is, you're willing to kill yourself, right? So I think there is an amount of mental illness that exists there. If you want to get into like conspiracy land, the question is basically like, did somebody find him on some forum looking really upset and angry and hating Trump, and did some organization, who knows what that organization might be, did they continue to amplify his anger and continue to push him and nurture him? And like, I'm sure that this happens on a regular basis. I'm sure that we're not the only country where these things kind of happen, and we might be doing this in other countries as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the question, and then you want to know what that body is and what that entity is. That to me is a conspiracy.
Well, Lee Harvey Oswald was probably mentally ill, right?
Well, aren't all of them?
But once again,
to your point, that's what I'm saying.
But then who is the person that's feeding the mental illness?
Who's he a patsy for? He was famously called a patsy, right? So in this case, is it an inside job? Did the government itself put this guy up? Is it an outside government? I mean, the official story is he was radicalized, right?
By whom?
The leftist media and leftist politicians, and they're to blame for this. So
right. But then is it another country? Is another country that wants us to do something? Is it another country that is upset with the things we are doing? Right? Like, you can look at this a million different ways and you can see how radicalized people are by the internet, but I think you need to be a little crazy to get radicalized to the point of death. Like, this is a suicide mission, so you're basically getting radicalized to the point where you're like, my life doesn't matter anymore and I'm going to risk it for this.
Do you think Unique in one spoon of chocolate was mentally ill?
No, I didn't get that from him.
But what drove him to do what he ultimately ended up doing? the system that he was in.
Well, no, I think that I don't want, without giving away too much of the movie, there were some heinous things that happened.
The system that he was in. The system that he was in was heinous. See, what we're doing is we're not even taking reality into consideration. By the way, we don't know what's real and what's not real. None of us in here could potentially be wrong. But if
I just want to be careful that we don't make it seem like you're justifying the actions. I know you're not justifying it, but
they already got that headline going. But I'm not. I'm just I'm just giving people another perspective. The manifesto. The guy says, "I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes." He said, I am a citizen of the United States of America. What my representatives do reflects on me, and I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. I would still go through most everyone here to get to the targets if it were absolutely necessary, on the basis that most people chose to attend a speech by a pedophile, rapist, and traitor and are thus complicit. But I really hope it doesn't come to that.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but you got a lot more people on your list.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You see what I'm saying?
If that's your litmus test, you got a lot more to take out.
You see what I'm saying? But we live in a world where if you look at that manifesto, right? You look at that manifesto, he clearly gave you a reason as to why he thought what he was doing was the right thing to do.
Yeah, nobody's questioning the reason.
Why do we dismiss it as just fake? And I also want y'all to think about something else.
Fake.
Has anybody been arrested for the Epstein crimes yet?
No, I mean maybe not in America.
Not in America. So who?
The one woman.
The one woman. So and Jeffrey Epstein was dead. So let's think about it like this.
Yeah.
If we lived in a country where we saw actual justice served, meaning that the pedophiles and the rapists that are in the Epstein files were actually, charged, and we saw the trial, do you think he would resort to wanting to take matters in his own hands?
I think that maybe he wouldn't, but I think that there are other people that would for different things.
Those are probably the people that are actually mentally ill. But rational thinking people would probably be like, you know what? Justice is being served. The law is doing their job. There's no reason for me to try to play vigilante.
Yeah, a rational person would not do it. My point is, just because you're frustrated about things doesn't mean that you can go around killing people.
100%. Yeah. But we're lying to ourselves if we act like that isn't sometimes the case.
Yeah, sometimes there are
vigilante justice does exist.
Yeah, it does. But
not saying it's right.
As a civil society, we should push back against that.
I am with you 100%. I just think that
you have been the victim of vigilante justice.
100%. But that's why I think we shouldn't just dismiss all reasons why people do these things. I think we like to say that they're fake to make ourselves feel better. I think we like to say that these people are mentally ill or they've been pushed up to do it to make ourselves feel better, because we don't want to think that, man, this country is really unraveling, bro, in a real way.
I don't think that's why. I mean, you could be right, but I don't think that's why. I think the reason why, fake is a different thing, but I don't think there is any justification for it, right? There are outlets for your frustration. You should definitely protest. You should definitely speak out against things. You should galvanize the people to make this type of change. And that has been effective throughout history of the United States of America. God bless, we've been able to do that. But when you bring it to, hey, I don't like the way this is going, I'm going to start killing people, somebody might not like the thing you're doing, and then they'll feel just in killing you.
Absolutely.
When we reward the act, and I think the reason why we assume it's crazy is because we understand that there is this social contract where we all take part in, which is, I don't like something, but I'm not going to go take justice in my own hands.
Who's crazier? People like him or our president? For the rhetoric that he spews. That is politically violent. This guy posted a video years ago. I saw this on CNN. Charles Blow actually posted this on his Instagram page. Trump posted a video once where I guess it was AI, where he was beating up CNN. So it was like a person, but it had CNN on it, and he was beating the person.
Well, who do you think is crazier?
The president.
I think, wow. That's interesting.
Because he's the leader of the free world. He should know better.
Oh, so you just have higher standards for him?
Yes, I think that especially when they say things like, you have to tone down the violent political rhetoric. When they say that to people like myself, or they say that to people like Jimmy Kimmel or whoever, you got to start at the top.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
Because our rhetoric isn't violent. I'm not calling for nobody to get shot. I'm not calling for nobody to get beat up.
Right.
But the president has.
Right.
This is the day we take our country back. So I got a little notice in case you see the security guys. We have wonderful security guys. They said, Mr. Trump, there may be somebody with tomatoes in the audience. So if you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? Seriously. Okay? Just knock the hell. I promise you, I will pay for the legal fees. I promise. I promise.
The president just was making fun of Robert Mueller last month.
Right.
Literally said, I'm glad he's dead.
No, it's crazy.
It's good. But that's my point.
That stuff is also insane, and I think it deserves criticism. I think the justification that you go, I think you could make more of a justification through violence when it comes to like what's happening with foreign wars, right? Because now it's like these decisions are leading to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people.
This guy said he was going to wipe a whole civilization off the map.
Right. But there are directly correlated deaths. So like you even look at what's happening in like Ukraine, Russia right now, which we've kind of just like forgotten about. But we're talking about
Jesus.
I don't know, maybe over 1 million people have died in that fucking war. Some insane statistic that we're not even kind of considering or even thinking about. So like you could look at that and be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are these people engaging in this and supporting it? And over 1 million people, I might be getting that statistic wrong, are fucking dead. Like, that's insanity. You start to go, that's insane. I get that, right? 100%. But there's no way you want to live in a world where we don't think the people that try to exact, political violence are crazy. You don't want to live in a world where we go, those people actually make sense. Because where does that stop?
It's a downhill slope.
Exactly.
But the problem is we're also living in a world where there's a chaos agent in charge.
Yes.
Who's constantly lighting fires.
Yes. Two things can be true and two things can be wrong.
So the question is,
I just want to make sure you're not
a chaos agent, and are you creating an environment where these sort of things
Chris,
become
don't
more...
do that. Don't ask answers.
What do you mean?
Well,
a chaos agent creates chaos.
Right, but...
So don't say if you're a chaos agent, are you? No, you're doing the CNN thing right now.
Well, but now what they're going to say
down on CNN right now.
Now they're going to say is like, which came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Because like now you guys are making the same argument that he's making. Right.
Everybody's claiming the other people are
exactly. So it's like the administration.
We know,
but I know
came first.
Right.
But the administration is going to. I mean, like there being like issues between Democrats and Republicans preceded all of this, and the fact that there have been like assassination attempts on presidents preceded all of this.
But to me, that's the evidence, right? Now, Ronald Reagan was a Republican. I mean, that's the last assassination attempt that I really remember well.
No, Obama had like I guess there's a difference between attempts and things that they thought.
Well, that felt real in the way that, depending on who you talk to, these Trump ones feel real in a way that was different from Obama or any of the other presidents. People rallied around him on both sides when he was shot outside of the same hotel where the Correspondence Dinner took place. And a lot of that was because how he reacted to it and how he handled the situation, right? Both in the moment and in the aftermath. There was still a sense on his part to bring people together, as I remember it, and a certain decorum, let's call it, if that's the right word. You don't think so?
You're not wrong, but there's another angle. A lot of people rallied around it because the Ellisons own CNN now. And so CNN, a lot of those people are falling in line at CNN. Okay?
Oh, I think what he's referencing is
I'm saying both sides,
But I think
Democrats hate it. I mean,
you're referencing the rhetoric of Reagan specifically, not.
Oh, you're talking about Reagan.
Yeah, what I'm saying is in Reagan's case,
No, I think that's why you guys are just.
The situation was people transcended the politics at the moment,
and they were like, "Yo, let's calm this shit down. This is getting too crazy."
By a mentally ill person, no question. In his case, right? That's not happening now because of the environment that's been created by Trump himself. To answer my own question, right? Like, I'll be clear. Like, Trump created. Not that he created to the point where these things are being staged, as a lot of people. I will phrase that as a question because I honestly don't fucking know. And that's part of the problem right now.
Right. I think that the conversation that people have would be like, this is not the first time that political violence has existed in the United States of America. Right. Unfortunately, it's existed for centuries in the United States of America.
Abraham Lincoln was assassinated.
Of course. Exactly. Of course. So it's like, yes, there has been this discourse, and then there are crazy people, or there are people who are inspired by organizations or whatever the fuck it is, no matter how far down like the rabbit hole you want to go. But both sides are going to feel victimized in it, right? Like the people who get shot at are going to go, you guys created the environment where people hate me so much they get shot at.
Sure.
And then the people who not are supportive of the shooting, but the people who hate the people in charge are going to go, you created this chaos that makes people want to do these things. And they're both just going to yell at each other. At a certain point in time, we have to go, okay, guys, we don't want people to get killed here. It's like, it's you look at like gang beef, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you killed my fucking grandfather 3 decades ago, and it's like, okay, well then you killed my uncle 3 days. It's like, okay, well, do we just do this until nobody's around anymore, or is there a certain point in time where like there's a different way we could settle our differences?
I don't think you're wrong, Schulz, but I also think that once again we got to look at all perspectives, right? Because it's not just violent rhetoric that's happening; it's violent policies that are happening.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And
like,
those can be wrong too, by the way. Like it doesn't mean that those aren't also wrong.
It's not two gangs on equal footing. Oh, these are from the west side, the east side. The president sets the tone.
Yes.
The president sets the policy. The president sets the agenda.
Do we ever think, Chris, do we think about Doge and the hundreds of thousands of jobs that Doge got rid of last year? All of these federal workers still haven't found work. People have lost houses. People have had loved ones that have died because they don't have health care. Like even when you think about, am I a person that believes there need to be border security? 100%.
Of course.
But think about the brutality
of
how some of these border policies have gone down.
Of course. But the question is, are you saying that it's justified because of it?
No.
No. So it's like, so that's how it's gonna be consumed. Like I don't think you're justifying it. But if I was somebody who doesn't know you, I would go, oh, he's saying that he deserved this and he made people get this radicalized through his thing.
I think we have to deal with the reality that some of these policies have hurt people so much that some folks are willing to risk it all.
Well, now you're justifying it.
I'm not justifying it. It's just a reality.
But now you're justifying it.
It's just a reality that you have to deal with. Am I, you feel like I'm justifying it, Miles?
No, I think you can extrapolate out that like, was Osama justified? Not justified, was like, Timothy McVeigh, all these other like political.
You're making the argument that people make about Bin Laden, which is, well, if America wasn't doing this shit in the Middle East, then Bin Laden wouldn't have done it.
I don't know.
If Ruby Ridge and Waco didn't happen.
I'm just saying that is the argument that they would make.
I just think that we would be remiss to not take a step back and not just have conversations about violent rhetoric. Let's talk about violent policies that people have been watching over the last year and a half and how a lot of people have been hurt by those policies.
Of course.
And some of those people are willing to risk it all because to your point earlier, they don't have nothing else to lose, at least in their mind.
Sure. But I guess what I'm saying is we still go, it's wrong to do that.
It is. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like, you still have to deal with the reality.
But you and I both know from knowing people that are crazy that it actually doesn't take that much to get certain crazy people to do things.
Can you be driven crazy? You lose your house, your grandma dies because you couldn't afford health care. Your grandma been living here her whole life. She gets deported to some country, or your wife or somebody that you love gets deported back to a country you never been to. Can you be driven crazy?
I think you can be radicalized for sure. I think there's a lot of proof for that. Sure, but again, it's like,
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you, let's deal with the reality of it instead of just dismissing everything and saying, oh, this is fake.
Let me present a different scenario, and you tell me if you feel justified. The border is open during Biden, and there are hundreds of millions of people that are coming in the border. There are certain people who have businesses that now can no longer compete because their labor prices that are way cheaper. Their businesses closed. They can no longer be on health care. Their grandma dies. They're seeing their dad die. They're seeing their business fall apart. They have to sell their home. They can't sell their home. Their home gets foreclosed. Now they're not able to put their kid in the school that they were able to put in, and now their family is homeless and they're living. They get so radicalized, then they try to kill Biden. Or would you go, Biden, if you didn't do that violent policy, then it's...
I don't agree with it, but I understand it. I don't agree with it. Same thing. The United Healthcare CEO is the best example. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah.
But I can understand how a person is radicalized to get to that point. I don't understand why we have to start dealing with the reality of that. Because if we don't deal with the reality of that goes back to what Tupac said back in the 90s when he gave that whole, analogy of people looking outside of this house.
Yeah.
They're starving. They don't have no food, can't afford to put food on the table. Their kids are starving. So at first they're asking. They're like, yo, we hungry, please let us in. We hungry, please let us in.
Yeah.
Then they start singing, we hungry, please let us in. He said at some point, They gonna kick down the door and start blasting, depending how dire the situation gets. Is that right? No. But if we don't deal with the reality of being able to understand,
you can only push people so far.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying. You can only push people so far, and I agree with you, right? Like, you know, there's some person that unfortunately, I'm sure that their like kid like got cyberbullied and they took their own life, and it's like that dad is probably incredibly furious. Does he go and find Mark Zuckerberg and exact justice on him? And would you understand it if he did?
Somebody might try to do that.
But I guess, but again, once we start living that world where if you went through something incredibly painful, grueling, and awful, and then your actions are quote unquote justified based on that pain, we stop living
Not justified.
Got it. Understood.
Understood. Schulz, we're here.
You basically.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to people. We're here.
It's John Q.
Yes, we're here now. Like we're having the wrong conversations. Like we're saying, like, we got to stop the rhetoric. If we stop the rhetoric, then these things will stop happening. No, there's an inequality that exists in this world.
So maybe it's
pushing people to this.
I agree with you on that. It's like you can only push people so far before they rebel.
Yes.
Right? And like people are being pushed. You know what I mean?
You've seen this before. What was Eat the Rich?
Well, it's
similar.
I'm talking about like a French Revolution type shit. Right, like
wasn't the Eat the Rich? That was the French Revolution.
No. But like this is
the people, cake.
Yeah, it's like
let them eat cake. Gotcha.
There's no food. It's like we'll let them have cake, and it's like you're so detached from reality. There's these people with so much wealth, and people are struggling to have jobs, and eventually you just push people to the point like, and I've said this on a bunch. It's like it's actually in the wealthy people of this country's best interests that poor people are not struggling, because they will be the first people to exact that revenge however they do it.
All I'm saying.
That being said, we hope that those aren't the measures taken, because there can be people equally upset about a type of music, right? Heavy metal music radicalized my kid, and then he did something like that, so now I'm going to go shoot this like John Lennon gets shot in the fucking street. You know what I mean? Like there are crazy people that do these things, and it's like, while they're incredibly real circumstances, before talking to this guy, yes, we've read his manifesto. Like, yes, we've read this, and it's like we can understand these things, and he's absolutely. But like, I know from personal situations, people who deal with mental illness are incredibly radicalized by things because it feeds the anxiety that they already have, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like they think that, you know, they're dealing with this unbelievable anxiety, and then they all start thinking, okay, God is talking to me, or these certain people are influencing me, and then their behavior is kind of out of whack with society. Mm-hmm. It's, you know.
We have to find a way to take care of people.
Yeah.
Because we should all be asking ourselves, why do these things keep happening? They're not happening because of rhetoric, guys. I don't believe that. I don't believe they're happening because of rhetoric, because the reality is, who on the left is who's saying that kind of rhetoric? Like they keep using, you call them a fascist or you call them Hitler, like that. That don't have anything to do with it, bro. It's the things that you're ignoring, like the Epstein files. The guy said it in the manifesto. If there's this whole big document out there that is literally unearthing this huge pedophile child sexual abuse ring. And nobody
I get it.
is being held accountable for it. It's just like in New Jack City when that dude was like, man, y'all ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna take this shit into my own hands. That's what I see from this situation.
Right. Yeah.
So you're watching a person who feels like America's justice system isn't working, so I'm gonna be fucking Batman.
Well, clearly.
I'm gonna be fucking Daredevil.
Clearly it isn't working. Clearly it isn't.
That's all I'm saying. So it's like, I feel like and not we, but I feel like sometimes the media does everything to avoid the hard conversation. Because all the news networks, you have to ignore that manifesto. Because if you bring up that manifesto, then you got to start talking about what? Epstein. None of them want to talk about Epstein.
Why don't they?
Right?
Why don't they?
Shit, at this point, this administration got their thumb on the scale. CBS, CNN, Fox not gonna do it. MS Now, I don't even know what the fuck they got going on over there.
Well,
the only person having those conversations is still the YouTube podcast space.
Interesting.
That's all I'm saying.
Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable.
What else we got? You want to do some Asking Idiots?
Let's do it.
We got another ad, Chris? All right, let's take a break to salute kickoff, man. Kickoff. Hey, do you want to turn a tax refund into a simple first step toward better credit since you got some extra spending money? Well, we got you. Tax refunds are hitting bank accounts right now, but before you spend it all, there's a quick way to use some of it to build your credit. If you need to boost your credit fast, Kickoff can help. They're the #1 credit building app in the App Store, and plans start at just $5 a month. No credit check, no hidden fees, and no interest. Users with credit under 600 grow an average of 86 points just by paying on time with transparent, affordable plans starting at just $5 a month, no hidden fees, and 0 interest. Kickoff helps you score big when it comes to credit. It's simple. You make on-time payments, credit bureaus see good behavior, and your credit can grow fast. Plus, their rent reporting feature helps you build credit with the rent you already pay. Every positive on-time rent payment gets reported to help boost your credit. Start building credit immediately for only $1 for your first month. Sign up in minutes from your phone. No credit check, no hidden fees, no interest with over 1 million users and hundreds of thousands of positive reviews. There's a reason why Kickoff is the #1 credit builder on the App Store. Start building credit with Kickoff today and get your first month for as little as $1. That's 80% off the normal price when you go to getkickoff.com/idiots today. That's Kickoff without the C. KIKOFF.com/idiots. You must sign up via getkickoff.com/idiots to activate offer. Offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only, subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score, impact of plus 86 points between August 2024 and August 2025. For Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600, who paid on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may vary. Let's get back to the show. Let's do some Asking Idiots, Mike.
Let's do it.
That's at the bottom, I'm guessing.
Yes, sir. Asking Idiot Instagram. Big fella _Meek says, when is the next guest on Idiots? We need Donnell back. LOL.
Yo, shout out Donnell, man. I saw Donnell the other night at the Cellar.
I don't know how Schulz feels, but, you know, we got guests on Breakfast Club all the time. Y'all got guests on Flagrant all the time. When I come here to do Idiots, I just want to kick it with my guy, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a tough thing. Like, Donnell is, I will say, unique in that he has, like, history on the show.
Yes.
So if we have people, it's probably just people who fit into that. But it's not exactly like an interview show. It's just us kind of here waxing poetic.
You gotta know, you gotta be a brilliant idiot yourself.
Exactly.
Like there's certain people I do like you said, Donnell. Glasses Malone.
Oh, Glasses.
I like Glasses.
Boy,
I always like Glasses. Zuri back in the day. Zuri Hall was a good Brilliant Idiots guest.
Yeah.
I don't know if Zuri will do Brilliant Idiots at this point in her career.
Nah, we get her back, huh?
That's my girl. I love Zuri. I talk to Zuri all the time. I was talking to her yesterday.
I love Ryan Davis when he came on. Ryan is a brilliant idiot.
Ryan was good.
He has the ethos.
Ryan was good.
But yeah.
So you never know. Who knows? Andrew the Outlaw. Andrew, have you ever bombed? And what was the most memorable one?
Oh, yeah. So many times, man. Oh, my God. Let me think of like a really good one. Like a really good bomb. I mean, I've told you a million times about when I got punched. I had a bottle thrown at me on stage. I had a lit candle thrown at me while I was on stage. And I saw the candle light go out as it was approaching. So like the wind from the throw made it go out. I'm trying to think of like a fucking really good... like a really good, painful bomb. Okay, let's circle back on me on that. I'm gonna think about that.
Brown _butter2 with one of the ultimate greatest Brilliant Idiots questions I've seen in a long time. Locked in a room with Dennis Rodman or Mike Tyson, both coked up on Blue Chew in their prime.
Nah.
Woo!
Who comes faster?
I'm taking Dennis. I think I got a better chance fighting Dennis. Mike in his prime, I think I got a better chance.
No,
with
you're
Dennis,
losing to both. The question is like...
No, I didn't say you losing. It says locked in a room with Dennis Rodman or Mike Tyson, both coked up on Blue Chew in prime. I think I could take Dennis.
We're talking about sexually or what?
Well, you got to understand, you're not asking me what I'm going to do to him to get up out that room.
What is he going to do to you is the question.
Nah. See, I've watched, first of all, salute the little Dickie, Dave. He has an episode, I think it's called Pause.
Okay.
Where he gets out of a prison rape.
Through?
Great episode.
Through
by
consenting.
offering to give consensual head.
Right.
And then he goes down there and he bites that motherfucker off.
Oh, he bites it?
He bites it off. Bites the head off, spits it out. You see the big dickhead fly across the goddamn room. That's when I love that show so much. Not because of just of that episode, but
his podcast with Benny Blanco.
Oh, it's really interesting.
Really good. I've gotten into it over the last week.
So they're committed, like they actually.
Oh, they're doing it, and at first it seems just too loose, too all over the place.
But they dialed it in.
It's dialed in, and they're getting a good mix of guests, and the people are opening up. It's a good show.
Really, I mean, I've seen clips of it. I've never watched it, but yeah, I'm going in there with Dennis.
Yeah.
And that's how I don't know if I would try that with Dennis. That's actually more of a Mike move.
Yeah.
Me and Dennis got to go head up scrapping first, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's taller than me, so I don't have to hit him in the face. All of this is open, baby. Kidney shots, ribs. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the gut with it.
I love
all
that
of the dick. Like I feel like I can drop him with some body shots and get him the fuck up off me.
I love that confidence.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
And if and trying to fight with a hard dick, you blue chewed the fuck up and coke. That's a crazy combination.
Yeah, but you're gonna need to get something out of that dick, man. Because here's the thing. Who do you think lasts longer in sex? Like Mike is known for first round knockouts.
Dennis.
So I feel like, exactly. Dennis. So if you're in there with Dennis, he's going to take you for hours if he wants.
I'm going to grab on his dick and swing. He's 6'10".
Yeah.
I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
I'll latch onto that motherfucker and start doing pull-ups. I will not let go. You remember on fucking that Friday movie when fucking Cat Williams had that goddamn wrench or whatever it was and he locked it onto Terry Cruz's balls?
Okay.
That's how I would latch onto his dick with both of my hands, okay? And now you got to make decisions. Now you got to make decisions because I'm not letting go. Hit me all you want. I'm not letting the fuck go, bro.
I know a great bomb story. It's not even that great story. There's no like ending that's fun, but I was in Columbus, Ohio, and I was bombing so bad.
Why did dick make you think about that? Why did me swinging on somebody's dick make you think about that?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. The pain?
Okay.
Yeah, the pain. And I remember I was just bombing so bad that at a certain point, I was bombing for so long that I just got bored. Because it was like, now we all bored.
Yeah.
You know, like I wasn't even trying to win them over. And I put the stool on the stage and then I stood up on the stool. So I stood on it with my feet. So now I'm standing on the stage and then on top of the stool. And I probably did like the last like 20 minutes just standing on the stool.
Damn.
Just anything to keep like.
Doesn't sound easy, to be honest.
Well, I think there was like
physical aspect.
I think in my head I was like, I need a challenge.
Right.
And I'm not winning this one.
Right.
So I need a different physical challenge. But oh man, that was one where you think about that all night.
What did you learn from that experience?
I learned that eating like an ice cream cookie sandwich after at the hotel. Oh, that almost takes it away, man. Like like the Spunkmeyer or something like that. It's like a chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwich. And I remember I took down one of those, man.
That's why you're a successful comic. You know how many comics would went to cocaine? You went to a nice ice cream sandwich.
Sugar. That's it.
You need some sugar, you know what I'm saying?
High,
Not booger sugar, just some nice regular sugar to hit your
I got
system.
halfway through that sandwich, bro, and I was like,
I'll get them next time.
I'm pretty good at comedy.
You see what I'm saying?
I got good balance.
You see what I'm saying? QuayMercy __ says, what is the gayest thing you thought about today? Swinging on Dennis Rodman's dick.
Yeah.
You know? Biting it. RH the Great says, do you think hip hop would be the same today if 50 Cent outsold Kanye in 2007? Fantastic question. The reason that is a fantastic question is because I feel like that was the moment the music industry shifted away from hardcore gangster street rap and decided to try to find more people who fit the Kanye aesthetic. And that's where you get your Drakes, your Kendricks, your Coles, your Wales, your Cuddies, you know, all of those individuals like that who essentially were the sound of shit since then, really. Like the game hasn't shifted back to street culture rap. Not really for the most part.
I would say with the girls a little bit.
Explain. Like
Sexy. You know what I mean? Like there's been Glorilla. Like there's been a little bit more to.
I think that's Nicki and Cardi though.
That's like downstream from Nicki.
Yeah, I give Nicki and Cardi that.
But I don't see Nicki as
all
like a
these kids
street.
from like Memphis and Chicago, you know, like that whole scene.
The drill scene.
Yeah, that seems pretty gangster.
But
it is, but it's not mainstream enough.
Exactly.
You're saying it hasn't hit.
They didn't have
Like-
they didn't have the success of a DMX, a
Got
Snoop,
it.
a 50 Cent, a
yeah.
Jeezy.
Has
like
has
T.I.
anybody since then? Just from a sheer sales perspective?
Not a street rapper, not Future. Future.
When you said has anyone, did you mean has any genre of rap or has anybody street?
I really meant across the board, not even a
Drake,
specific genre.
Kendrick.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't think he hasn't sold as many. It's impossible to sell.
It's a
that many.
different type of sale.
Different type of sale.
But you could make the argument that more people are consuming their music than we're consuming.
Musically, you'd rather have a career like Drake than DMX.
Sure.
Musically, you'd rather have a career
Although
like
DMX sold more records, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
even
like
in a shorter
physical
time.
copies.
Yeah.
But it's like actual hours of the music consumed. I think these artists are just because of the access. Like the
it's not
fact
even
you
close.
could- yeah.
It's not even close. It's not even close. You like the careers that a Kendrick have had, a Cole have had, Drake have had. These guys have been consistently hot for a decade plus. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't a few albums and then
Longer and
it's not even close.
Yo, that's another thing, like longevity in music, especially in what's popular. Pop music is usually a few-year window for something new, cool, and rebellious.
Yes.
And I'm putting rap in the pop category as it became like the foremost genre of music consumed in the world. To be able to do that over one decade is incredibly impressive. To be able to do that over 2 decades, I don't know. Like, how many rock bands?
Oh, I can tell you. I put together a spreadsheet on this one.
Tell me, please. Like, that's a.
So the artist that I calculated had the greatest longevity of all time is Elton John.
Yeah.
And then Stevie Wonder is up there. I mean, Stevie Wonder's first hits were like in 1962, 63.
Sure.
And he had a very strong run into the late 80s.
Patti LaBelle.
I think
I don't think her hits.
Patti been around for a long time.
But she didn't have number ones.
I might be sorry, go Miles. What?
Rolling Stones?
Stones, 63 to about 83, yeah.
But I mean, they toured up until.
Oh, well, touring.
You can't count touring.
Fair,
you have to
fair.
count.
I'm talking number one hits.
Fair.
That is the impressive
Elton
thing.
seems to be the guy.
And
from what I
Elton
remember.
did something with M even later in his career.
Stan. Well, but he wasn't on the original song. He did that at the Grammys.
Right, you're right. But yeah.
I'm trying to find this spreadsheet. I actually put this together.
Let's end on this because that's a good note. That's a segue into this.
Tell me.
Because this is longevity, right? I thought this was good. Jay-Z did an interview with the New York Times. Listen to what he said.
Tell people all the time, never fight against the future. Future's coming. Artists, they were trying to recreate something that was already done, but they're not connected to it like that. They're not living it and breathing it. They were fighting against gravity as opposed to telling their story. We needed that other side. We needed to hear about what happens when you have 4 successful albums. What happens? What is that feeling like? How do you make the next one? How did you get in the studio? How are your kids? How do you interact with them as this hip hop dad? But if you're trying to make young music and you're not young, it's going to be inauthentic and people could feel that. You could smell it.
You know how Elton John continues to have number ones decade after decade after decade? By leaning into whoever he is in that moment.
decade, yeah.
Not by trying to recreate something that he made 20 years ago or going into the studio and, trying to do the sound that all the young people are doing. Let me lean in to who I am in this moment. When you're having these conversations about longevity, that's what this is. The people who will be around in any industry are the people who are not afraid to grow, evolve, and give you themselves on that journey, who give you a piece of themselves every moment of that journey. I'm not the same as I was when I was 20. I'm not the same as I was when I was in my 30s. I'm not the same as I was when I was in my 40s. Name them. I guarantee you, if you watch, go watch Chappelle Killing Me Softly and watch Chappelle now. It's not the same person. The things he talks about are different. Andrew, you couldn't make the life.
Couldn't do it.
10 years ago.
Obviously not. Yeah.
You couldn't, but the reason you were able to make the life,
Yeah.
because you lived life.
Yeah.
You leaned into who you were as a late 30s, early 40s, something-year-old man, trying to have a baby with your now wife.
Yeah.
That's how you continue to have longevity.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I'm watching people, talk about that Jay-Z clip, and it's just, I don't know how y'all turn this into he's hating on Drake or anybody. He's literally telling everyone how to maintain longevity. 444 sounds nothing like Reasonable Doubt.
But isn't that an indictment of the consumer, not of Jay-Z?
The consumer hasn't grown.
Well,
the consumer's still young money.
I don't even mean that. Like, if you immediately jump to Drake, is that how you feel about Drake's music?
Ooh, that's a big
Jay-Z
point.
never said
Fantastic
Drake,
point.
right? He's probably speaking
Fantastic
from
point.
himself and his position.
Absolutely right.
But if your knee-jerk reaction is to either defend Drake or hate on Drake, whatever it is,
fantastic point.
I think that says more to how you see him reflecting.
Yeah. Why would you think Jay-Z's talking about Drake? Do you feel like Drake makes too much young
It's
music?
like the Trump pedophile question,
yes,
right?
yes.
Wait, what's that?
Where the reporter from CBS said that in the manifesto, they said the government is run by pedophiles and murderers. I didn't rape anybody. I'm not a pedophile. And she said, "Oh, did you think he was talking about you?"
Exactly.
Oh, you incriminate yourself with the answer.
Yes.
Richard Nixon famously said, "I'm not a crook."
And why? Was somebody saying there's crooks in office?
They're accusing him, and then he says, "I'm not a crook," and then
right.
That's like his famous quote that got him cooked, and they were saying that was Trump's "I'm not a crook."
Interesting.
Can I correct myself very quickly because I found this spreadsheet? It's actually Paul McCartney.
That was my guess too.
First number one hit 1963, last one 2016, 54-year run.
That's an
unbelievable. The 2016 one was with Kanye and them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Elton John had a 28. David Bowie actually had a 48-year run too. Yeah. So out of contemporary artists, it's really Taylor Swift, Rihanna, and Beyonce actually an 18-year run.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
If you look at her hits.
By the way, all artists who are not afraid to grow, not afraid to evolve. They don't sound the same as they did on their first albums. They're talking to you about their life experiences. What Jay-Z said is so true. Talk to me about being a dad. Talk to me about, being married. It don't matter if it's boring to people because it won't be boring to everybody. Like
I definitely think that Taylor Swift, for example, has changed musically. I don't know if she's changed, and I'm not the biggest Taylor fan, but I think the criticism would be oh, you're talking about this heartbreak from this last relationship you went through. But that is the reflection of her life. So maybe you're getting to see, you're hearing about these things she's experiencing, and then you're getting to see the creative version of it. So maybe that's enough growth.
I just want everybody to not be afraid to act their age. That's how you have longevity.
I agree.
That's how you have growth. That's how you have evolution. I promise you. If I was still...
Your fans are getting old too,
Your
bro.
fans are getting old. And by the way, me and Duval was just talking about this the other day, man. You got a bunch of older people who try to cater to young people. The young people, that if you're catering to young people, that shit changes every 3-4 years. Because you're older much longer than you are younger. That young shit is only like a 4 or 5 year window when you're actually considered young. You might be younger than other people. But young to me is teenager to about 19.
Yeah,
After that, you're not really considered young anymore. The game changes, the game moves. If all the OGs are trying to act like the young people, who the young people gonna look up to?
Yeah.
Well, also, you don't have to make art about your lifestyle or your experience. I mean, we talked about Elton John. Elton John's never written a song in his life. He had a writer who would, Benny and the Jets. What the fuck is that?
He's had ideas though.
No. Bernie Taupin, he famously he just cares about the music. It's all about the melody and the song. He's
got to have an idea. I can't believe Elton's never gone to the studio and said, I got an idea for a song.
Look up Bernie Taupin, his longtime collaborator.
I mean, did Frank Sinatra write
Frank Sinatra
songs?
doesn't write songs. Beyonce doesn't write songs.
Beyonce has mad ideas. Beyonce produces.
But my point is...
Michael had writers too. Michael Jackson, but he had ideas.
The art is in the song. It's in the melody. It's in the chorus. It's in how it makes you feel. It's not directly tied into I'm 20 now, so this is what's happened to me at 20, and I'm 40 now, and this is what,
That's where rap is unique, I would say.
But also limited.
Yes, that is true.
It's limiting in that sense.
Like having a... Go.
I think it's limited because you have a lot of people who, until recently, were afraid to grow. This is the first time we've seen Jay-Z on 444 talk like this. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale is a big step, but he's much younger than a lot of these guys, but it's to hear somebody talk about the things he talked about on that album, different. Nas is literally talking about having brunch on Sundays. That's great content.
Yeah, but
Common.
Yeah.
The clips when they...
But what are 90% of number one songs about at the end of the day?
Depends.
No, I mean, there's always one
Girls.
Love. Emotion. That's it.
Yes.
Forget about clothes or brunch or what.
Yeah.
Just sing about falling in love. Sing about breaking up. That's it. That's the formula.
Most relatable thing.
It's the most relatable thing, but you gotta live life to do it. The human experience, the real human experience will always have people gravitate towards you. And to me, that's what causes longevity. If you're around long enough to continue to let people come on your journey with you and just give them the real human experience of your life, I don't think you can lose like that in any way, shape, or form. And I'm telling you, a lot of y'all right now, y'all gonna look real stupid in the future because y'all are afraid to grow up. And some of these people right now that are commentating don't even realize how much the game has already passed them by. Because there's other people out there in the space that folks are going to for what they once went to you for because you're still trying to play that young man's game instead of growing, evolving, and showing people where you are now. I know for a fact I couldn't be in the space that I'm in now if I was still doing shit that I was doing 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Imagine me at 47 sniffing seats.
It would be hilarious.
No, it wouldn't. Y'all motherfuckers be like, get the arrest. That motherfucker's not in the files?
Yeah.
Arrest that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. As always, man, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and think we're just a couple of idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.